Holy shit. Let's get this thing started, man. Hey. Well, we on 14?
I think the battery finna die, Melo.
It's not plugged in?
Mm-mm.
Get him charged up. Get him charged up. I need the energy up. Let's go, man. Episode
I think it's
14.
the other side.
Welcome. Again to episode 14 of the WeSoCultured podcast. We here, man. We here. Hey, it's great to be back, man. I am your friendly neighborhood host, Jonas. I got some good people to my right as always. What's up, Sam?
What's going on?
What's up, Sam?
Ready, bro.
Looking good as usual.
Thank you, bro.
He be reeling them in on the follower count, bro. I mean, we have like an 80% women following at this point. I'm starting to think it's because of you.
That's crazy.
What's good, Dowie?
What's happening?
What's up, bro? Same
Doing my thing, bro.
shit.
You know
Crazy morning routines.
No. I brought up the bear skin thing to my doctor, and he told me that's not sanitary. So I think I'm
He said you're doing too much?
Rubbing the skin of things onto me just
Alright,
kind
that's
of done with
fair.
that.
He said you're going to start breaking out.
Yeah, definitely. Dermatologist not approved on the bear skin.
Okay.
What's up, Melo? Big Melo. Hey, chilling.
Lucky the Berkey and the Kelly got me sample.
How y'all feeling, man? We made it to episode 14, man.
Yeah?
14 weeks.
Yeah.
That's not easy, bro.
It's consistency.
It is consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, man. How was y'all's week, man?
It was good, man. Honestly, it wasn't good. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
same.
What happened?
Let's
It was
be
a
real,
rough ass
bro.
week.
Yeah. I had to do my taxes.
Damn,
Yeah,
you just did it?
Yeah, I just finished yesterday.
That's fair, honestly.
It was awful.
You still
I hate
on
it.
time, so.
Damn.
I hate it. It was terrible.
How do you go about filing your taxes?
Well, first of all, I'm never doing it myself again. That's for one.
That's
yeah,
why you
it took
hated
forever, bro. It took
Yeah.
forever. TurboTax is great, cool. Like, you can do it yourself. But if you have anything more than W-2, it's like, it's just painful. To go through every single
That's why I knew I had a
item,
1099, so I was just like, I gave it to the guy.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not about to do it myself.
Yeah, and that's, it's
learned your
just,
lesson.
bro. Yeah. It's funny because last year I went through the same thing where I was like, dang, I should really pay somebody. And then I feel like I blinked and it was April 13th.
Really?
I was like, oh shit. I gotta
I
do
used
it
to
now.
do my taxes late every year up until recent. Probably the last couple years I've been on time because me and Dawit use the same dude.
Oh, okay.
And he's just super
okay.
convenient, super easy.
I think you should too.
Yeah, put us on.
Not only is it super easy, super convenient, he really
Yeah.
knows the tax code, so he's gonna get you a way better.
best.
He's gotten me the most money that I've ever gotten used from any other
Nice.
Yeah.
tax person.
And the IRS hasn't come after you like, yo, you did some fraud shit.
Nope.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the one thing I'm always afraid of handing my taxes over to somebody is that they're going to
Of
do
course.
something,
Yeah.
It can come back.
So you got to
legit
trust them.
scared.
But yeah, I mean,
Makes me
all
scared.
there's people that find so many different. It's all a game. I feel like. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, so.
He'll send you a copy of the tax return before he files it, though.
Right.
And then you can be all right.
I
we're
didn't
good.
ask for it this time.
Yeah.
Because he did it before.
Yeah, because
and I
you've
was
used
like,
them before.
Yeah, I was a little less worried about it.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do it yourself?
Total. There's a timer that TurboTax has on there, which I think they think is supposed to be like, oh, look how short it's going to take. They estimated an hour and a half. I blew through that hour and a half. Like
How long did it take you?
probably 5 total hours.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, usually in
5
mine, I don't
hours.
even have other forms other than my W-2 and my student loan form.
Yeah.
It took me 3.
Yeah. Like
Damn.
5 hours.
And that's
bro.
because I'm like OD on it. Like
Yeah.
I am looking for everything, bro.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Whenever
trying to
it come
find-
to money, bro.
Yeah.
Why,
Krabs.
y'all call me the accountant for a reason.
Yeah. You are the accountant.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
what do you
Krabs.
think I do with my own financials?
But yeah.
Me dollar.
money. Okay. But to be real though, to be real.
I got my first dollar fucking framed in my room. Me first dollar.
Part of the problem was I was also watching Apple TV at the same time. while I was
so
doing
you're,
it.
okay, you're multitasking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nah, I will
yeah.
sit in my office with nothing else. Like,
So that's why it only took you like a couple hours.
well, I didn't file it.
Oh, okay.
I had somebody file mine. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
whenever I did,
When you
I did
did,
it
okay.
when I bought my car and I got that big old refund
Yeah.
back for buying that car. I did my own, and it was what was crazy is it's like, so it was when I bought this Tesla like 2 years ago now, there was a $7,500 refund back, right?
For electric cars, right?
You know what's crazy? For you to file your electric car, you had to pay $200.
Damn.
Like
Damn.
just for me to file the information. Like
Yeah.
that was the 30-second portion of the whole thing. And then they charged me almost $200.
Yeah.
Damn,
Jeez.
that's fucked.
Do they still
I
give
kind of
out
want
the?
to get rid of the Tesla. Huh?
Do they still give out the tax
I think
credit?
so. The federal one, yeah. The state one, they never gave it to me, but I was supposed to get another like $2,500 from the state. They just
Yeah.
never gave it to me.
I remember a while back, like one of my buddies was like also buying like electric car, and when you go on their website, they like factor it into the price that,
Yeah.
like, that you're gonna get the credit. So then it kind of looks cheaper, but
Yeah.
like low key, I mean, I guess it is over time.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
well,
but
no,
still
they give you
initially.
the whole thing all at once too. The
Okay.
$7,500,
Right.
But I had to pay $250 up front.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm already paying TurboTax fee, and you had to pay for like I think the premium TurboTax to be able to file your electric car.
Okay.
I was like, y'all are so
yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
bro.
See, all this is just why I'd rather just give it to somebody else. It's someone else's problem. I'll pay you for it. Just take care of it.
Exactly.
I also just like hate looking at how much money I'm giving the
Giving away.
government. Yeah, I'm just like,
Mind
what do
you,
I
you're
get for
getting it
this?
all taken out of your check every month, and then every week or whatever you get paid, and then you look back and you're like, why do I owe
yeah,
more money?
Damn.
This is like, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
this
even
is
get
how
a
much you
refund.
pay us.
You didn't even get a refund?
Oh,
Yeah, no, we're giving you our guy next year, bro. It's
insane.
it's worth it.
You gonna
Yeah.
get a refund for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking about switching over to the Beamer's electric car too. By the way,
I know. Yeah,
gonna give up
they're
the
doing.
Tesla?
They're doing a lot of.
yeah, I can't. I mean, granted, it's the whole thing with Elon for me, but at the same time, like I'm not rushing to it because he's already got the money, bro. So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
just like at this point the principle is gone. Like
Yeah.
there's no like sticking it to Elon. Like the
Yeah,
it's
he's
the
not gonna
bank's
see
money.
it. Yeah, it's just a number in it.
Yeah, I'd be foolish to
yeah.
sell it before it gets to a certain point.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
once I
that's
sell it, then I'm going to move on. And I mean, I already got the charger in the house. I just need an adapter for whatever car
Yeah.
Okay.
I switch it to.
There's a
Like,
lot
my
of
Beamer is
companies-
The charger
reasonable.
only works for Teslas. It doesn't work on any electric vehicle.
No, it'll work on other ones. You just need an adapter.
Oh, all right.
So, like, you know, just think of it like your
Like a phone.
Apple
Yeah.
headphones or whatever. You know, it has a USB-C and you'd have to plug it
Yeah.
in for the older versions or whatever. It's the same
Yeah.
concept of it. And the Beamer is actually pretty reasonable on the price. Like, I think theirs is like 60 brand new.
Yeah.
2025.
Oh shit.
60 brand new, as long as you don't soup it up and put the which let me ask all that, like, do y'all even care to have like a performance car like that? Like, why do people care about that?
I don't have enough money to worry
To
about
some
it.
degree,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
No,
I
but
care
I'm
about
talking
some
like,
stuff.
It's the difference would be the 0 to 60, bro, like, and how fast you can go.
It is
You
fun.
live in Maryland and Virginia, bro. Like, where
If I live in the
can you go
DMV,
over?
I'm not caring about how fast my car is.
Why would you go over?
If I
100
lived in
here?
like Miami or like California, maybe yeah.
Texas, even, I mean,
Texas.
sure, but like, even then, you're going in a metal box at over 100 miles per hour. The second you go slightly out of control, you're cooked.
Cooked,
There's no
yeah.
surviving that.
Yeah.
So, like, for what?
Yeah, it's more. I think it's just more for the fact that you have the money to do it.
Yeah.
That's more. It's just
Exactly.
like why? Just because.
I'm gonna end up going down the rabbit hole, so we can talk about something else.
Mello,
you know how I feel about
you said you're
rich
watching
people.
a new show, right?
Oh yeah, I start watching the Love on the Spectrum this week.
Dude,
Dog, that
I
show's
seen it.
live. I've been
Yeah,
seeing little
yeah.
clips on TikTok.
Same with me. That's what got me like.
I just keep hearing it's so
hip to it.
wholesome.
I just
They're
kept seeing
so
videos
funny,
over and
bro.
over again.
Yeah, I've been seeing clips of it, and
It's
I
funny,
really
but
like
at the same time, it's refreshing to see people so genuine.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
I think
So-
that's kind of what they were highlighting, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
instead of like the fake ass like dating shows. that
yeah,
we
he's not
usually
gonna
see.
say the nice thing to you, even if you're wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
If you wearing something trash, like, he's gonna tell his girl, like, I think you're wearing some bullshit right now. And like, people, and she will laugh too.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this dating show is actually productive. Like,
Yeah.
dating shows should be for the people who really struggle socially to find somebody and go through so many stages of like nervousness and like it's really like dating for them versus dating for us. Can you imagine? Like even we get nervous.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
And
like always the top 5% like model type dating show. Like
sort of
like this
that.
shit is actually helping people. They're like a lot of them I think finding legit love for real.
that's dope.
Not even just that, they're having their first kisses, some of them their first dates, their first like love interaction with another human being. So
And they were even
dope.
coaching them. What had me weak was one of them was she was talking about when you walk with your girlfriend, where are you gonna walk? And he was like in front of her, and she was like, okay, let's test it out. And he like went and stood right in front of her, and she was like, do you see anything wrong with this? He was like, I don't know, and she's like, well, you can't see me, right? Because you're standing in front of me. She was like, does that make sense? He's like, no.
Yeah. One dude is hilarious, right? So the lady was coaching one of the guys, the Indian guy.
Yeah.
And then when it came time to pay for the bill, he was like asking to split it. And then his mom came out, right? And then she's super traditional, right? In Indian culture, they're like, as a man, you got to pay. Yeah. So she told her son, as a man, you got to pay. And he's like, okay. So they redid the scene again. He said, I'm going to take care of the bill. But next time, we're going to split it. I was geeking, yo. But yo, it all worked out. Like he went on 3 dates with his girl.
Yeah.
And then he asked her, can you be my girlfriend? She said, yeah.
What's the show on?
On Netflix.
Speaking of which, dating shows on Netflix. Y'all seen the way they messed up Pop the Balloon, bro?
Did they gentrify it? I heard.
Bro, they put like celebrities on there, and it's just corny.
It's superficial.
It's super corny, and the host is way too involved. And I think that's what, like,
celebrities already had y'all already had dating shows.
Yeah.
Like, why y'all trying to steal the Pop the Balloon?
And even
like,
them dissing each other is like weird. So they were talking. There was this one white dude that was the guy, I guess, and there was a row of girls or whatever. And one of the white girls was like, "Oh, you're not exactly the physique I'm looking for. I date black men." And I was like, "What?
What?"
And then he's like, "I'm black from the waist up." And I was like, what?
That's kind of funny.
What does that even mean?
That's kind of funny.
Like, what does that even mean? And then it's old girl from the show that.
All right, so it's not the original cast.
Nah,
that just got to deal
Issa
with
Rae's
Netflix.
like
It's a
the girl
completely
that's a lawyer.
different. It's just a completely different show, completely different host.
show.
All
They
that.
bought it. And
Wait, I'm confused. Isn't it? I thought it was that the main host was.
It's a girl from what is that show that Issa Rae got popular for?
Nah, I'm saying the original Pop the Balloon.
I know what
girl.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's not the YouTube girl.
It's
That's
not
what
the
you're asking.
YouTube girl.
It's not her.
So why are they saying that she has a show on Netflix?
Nah, I think what they did was like maybe
They
they sold
sold it?
rights or something
Yeah.
like that. But I
Is it
think I
called?
don't think that means that they can't continue it.
Yeah, is it called
Probably
Pop the
not.
Balloon?
It's called Pop the Balloon.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
so
then they
it
got a
was
different
the-
person
And it's
to
a
host it.
whole bunch of corny people on there.
So you don't think it's gonna last long? It don't got a lot.
No,
lot
Netflix.
Of legs.
They nuked it, bro. They nuked it within the first 3-4
because
episodes.
it's not authentic. That's the thing.
It's
It's not. And
not.
as a celebrity, you're not having trouble meeting people.
No.
You're having trouble being authentic, if anything. And a Pop the Balloon show is not going to make you any more authentic.
Right.
The show started off to help the everyday person
9 to 5.
that's struggling to
Yeah.
find love. You know
sure.
what I mean?
But also,
I
it's
feel
for
like celebrities struggle too. It's a different type
It's a
of
different
struggle.
struggle, though. They don't
Yeah,
need to
and
pop the
that's-
balloon.
That's
Yeah.
why we can't relate to it. That's the problem.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why.
Yeah.
They just need to
It's-
go to the club. They just need to walk outside for real.
Yeah.
If
They
they
have
really wanted to talk to
accessibility,
anybody,
yeah.
they could have anybody. That's
Yeah.
that's the reality of it. But like,
They don't need to be on Pop the Balloon. That's
if they
Point blank.
even I feel like if they twisted it to more of their reality, I think they would do better. Because I think what they're trying to do is beat us while being celebrities. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because you really could line up a list of celebrities, and I think that could work.
Mm-hmm.
But they need to be their true, authentic self. The problem is they're trying to do what we do to each other,
It's
and we're
different.
sitting here like
it's condescending.
it's like
Yeah.
it's belittling us, like not each other, and you know damn well that you don't actually. And it was funny with the little skit of Charles Barkley. That wasn't actually. I think that wasn't actually on Pop the Balloon.
No, that was
a
on their-
TNT.
yeah.
And it was just them being funny. But like, if you're gonna be celebrities, do it in a celebrity style.
Did y'all see
That's
the
the way
Dave?
I
Did you
see
see
it.
the Dave Chappelle one?
Nah.
Nah, that was funny.
That shit is hilarious.
That
bro.
was funny.
He did a skit.
He brought Charlie Murphy out. All that. Yeah, nah.
But to go back to the pop the balloon normal versus like the celebrity one, I feel like the normal one, what made it funny too is you have a bunch of people that are seemingly like everyday people, and they're not media trained. They're just gonna say whatever the fuck they're feeling. You know, like it's just so raw. And like you might find somebody who, oh damn, this person's even if they don't find love, it's like what's his name? Aaron the plumber.
Yeah.
Like you might find somebody who you never knew. Oh
You
man,
could
this
put all
guy
over
could
TV.
actually be a celebrity, you know, because
Yeah.
he's funny as fuck.
And-
but you get these celebrities and they're all like, you know, they're trying to portray something.
But I mean,
it's
like
weird.
people are guzzling reality TV by the minute.
Yeah.
If you just kept the same MO and just put it into the pop the balloon concept, you couldn't do it wrong still.
Yeah.
But there's a million dating shows already for all these celebrities and stuff.
No, that's
It's like,
but people will watch it though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're even watching this and they're saying
That's what
it's
I'm saying.
trash. But I'm
That's what I'm
saying like
saying.
if they
They
did
still
it that
watch it.
way, like they actually kept even the reality show version of it, I think they would have done just. It would have at least been entertaining, and we could even compartmentalize the way that we view it. We see it as celebrity version of Pop the Balloon, but now we're seeing the celebrities trying to act like us. It doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't work.
That's the issue.
It's different. It's different. I think people try to take people want to have like a formula of like, oh, this is working, so let's do the exact same thing with like better people. Or like you ever go see those movies where it's like a insane cast. It has like all the big actors. You go watch it and
hate
it's
that shit,
ass.
man.
Yeah.
It's just
it's like
so
that one
bad.
movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and all them. What is that shit called, man?
Is it an action
18
one?
or something?
Yeah,
like
the
that?
action one.
18?
No, not 18.
No, I'm
Fuck.
mixing it up.
It's I know what you're talking about, but that's like the example. It's
You
like
could
you
probably
get
look
this
it up.
Who's the actors?
Bro, they had everybody
Sylvester
in that movie.
Stallone, Arnold, I think is in it. Isn't
Arnold
Terry, is
Schwarzenegger.
Terry Crews in there?
I think so.
think
That
Terry
does sound like a
Crews.
movie you slap the Terry Crews in.
Escape
You gotta
Plan?
throw it.
Nah.
The
You gotta throw a token
Expendables?
in.
The Expendables,
yeah.
yeah.
Yo, they made 3 movies.
Yeah, bro. But that's what I'm saying. You get this cast and you're like, oh, it's going to be great. And then it's
Third time's a
like-
charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of them
Dang.
look like they're about to have a stroke.
Yeah,
right,
they
they're
look like they're
old.
on steroids.
They are.
Wait, so that
Fucking
movie was
Botox.
ass?
I hate seeing an actor once they did too much with Botox. I don't want to see you anymore. It
Yeah. Especially,
looks like they're
Especially
holding their
male.
breath all the time.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, especially a
No, I'll
guy.
say it. I don't care.
Sylvester Stallone, yeah.
You see Martin Lawrence? Okay, stuff for the love. Martin Lawrence actually had a stroke a long time ago, so let me not talk about him.
Shit,
Wait,
yeah.
but what does that have to do with him getting Botox?
I don't know if it's Botox or if he has like
He looks different.
a health condition, but his face looks like it's about to explode.
Yeah,
Is it thick?
he don't
He's
look
like a thick face?
He don't look
It
good.
looks like someone's choking him.
You haven't seen him recently?
No.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he looked like I seen a picture of him like last year. It wasn't looking.
Didn't they
good,
do a
bro.
Bad Boys movie?
Could just be old age too. Some
Recently?
people just
Yeah,
age
didn't we
like-
see it?
A newer
didn't see
one?
the new
I
one.
didn't see it. I don't think so. Did I see it?
I didn't see the most recent one, but I saw a little bit
That's
of
the
it.
third one, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
fourth I think actually. It's
No,
the
because
fourth.
there was 2 from when we were like younger,
It's the fourth.
and then they made a third, and then they made a 4th.
Yeah.
within the last
This is
5
the fourth.
years.
Yeah, because the third one is when they first introduced Will Smith's son, and then the fourth one is when his son is in jail and shit. And I'm not trying to ruin it for you, but
It's
I'm
like,
not going to see
you're
it.
not gonna get that excited.
It's like trying to.
Yeah, we did see it.
It's
Yeah,
like
they
trying
came out
to
last year.
resuscitate somebody who's been dead for 2 years.
The most exciting thing about both movies is the fact that Will Smith ends up having.
All
a
right, guys,
fucking
we're
son.
wasting electricity here.
Right.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, we saw that. So all in all, you like that show? How far?
I fuck
in
with the show hard. I'm
how
on the first season right now.
Okay, how many seasons are there?
I think 3 or 4.
Damn. Okay.
It's funny because I didn't even get like all the clips I've been seeing on TikTok were from
Are
the
you
most
talking about from
recent
Love on the
season.
Spectrum?
Okay.
Yeah, they're from the most recent season, so I didn't get there yet.
You know, it actually like resonates with me. You know what I mean?
Me
Because
too.
like my sister
Right, right.
autistic, so like in a way, like she's not. I don't think she's in that position where she could date and understand. I mean, she kind of does anyway with somebody else who's also on the spectrum too.
Yeah.
And they have their own little like way of doing it. It is what it is, but like watching them and then seeing how they behave and they're just candid, and even like the way that my mom be talking to my pops, bro, when she's hot, bro, is one of the funniest things ever. She will literally he'll like tell her to do something and she'll be like, I'm not listening to you.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
walk off, bro.
Exactly.
She doesn't give a damn, bro. She
No,
will
when
tell
they
you
crash
like
out,
it is.
when they crash out, sometimes they crash out hard.
Oh,
One of them
yeah.
crashed out on his mom because she picked he hates blonde girls.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she set him up on a date with a blondie. Damn. And he lost his mind, bro. I'm gonna show you the clip.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
We gotta play it on here.
Yo, I gotta watch this show.
Yeah, but
Like,
I feel like that's the thing about that show is probably I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've heard, is like it just seems like the authenticity of people is like refreshing. Whereas where you see these other dating shows, it's just people on there for clout at the end of the day. Like they know being on the show is gonna make them known and famous.
they're not there for love.
Yeah, they're not there for love. They want the clips. They want the clicks.
Even at times, the original Pop the Balloon did that too. Like you could tell
Exactly.
people are on there just to like.
There's always the people there trying to get famous, trying to get it back. Like
Just for
Aaron the
clout.
plumber to some degree was like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he admitted it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
For sure.
but yeah, he's
Speaking
a character.
of
at least.
finding love, I feel like you guys are pretty seasoned as far as like relationship wise. I just wanted some advice. Like what is some advice you guys could give me on finding a girlfriend, because it's rough for me out here. I'm not even gonna lie. So
Well,
this is my last resort. Like I need advice.
Are you
first
part of
question
the
is-
problem?
Oh, go for it.
Huh?
Are you part of the problem?
What do you mean?
Like, are you a problem?
No, I don't think I'm a problem. No, you guys can't. This isn't supposed to be like an
All right,
intervention.
the last
You asked.
No, I
asked.
just need like
A blanket, yeah.
you feel like you're actually meeting people though, it's just not getting to that point.
Yeah, I feel like
Is there a common thing? Is there like something that you're noticing that's consistent with all the girls that you don't want to go to the next level with? Is it always your choice too? For the majority of the time.
I think so. It's a little bit of both, because one, I'm just like, am I really ready? But then like, you know, I see how y'all are. I think it's just like being a product of my environment. Like I see like everybody's like,
It's because everybody has a girl around you right now.
I'm just like, I want to know how I can get in that position. Like,
Then don't
bro,
get a
it's
girlfriend,
rough
nigga.
out here, bro.
It's
Y'all know it's rough out here.
Okay, but this is my
Especially
question.
the girls in my age group.
Yeah, but this is my question. Do you even want to have a girlfriend?
No, I do.
You do.
Yeah, I
You're
do.
sure?
I do.
You want to have a girl?
Yes. Why you
Just
keep
one.
repeating?
No, because that's the thing. I feel like you're saying it's a product of your environment, and you're like, oh, I should get a girl because a lot of people I know have a
I see
girl,
what you're
or
saying.
is it I actually want to have a girl?
Honestly, I do. I feel like it's been so long. It's literally been like more than 2 years since I've had like an actual relationship, consistent, like talking to one person. So
Every girl in the last 2 years hearing this is like, damn, what was that?
Right, exactly.
What was I?
nah. Like nah. Like that's funny. But I mean, I think they knew what it was.
No, I'm just kidding.
But it's been so long, bro, and it's just like I kind of miss it. And
You're
I'm
feeling
just
lonely
like,
a little bit.
yeah, bro. Like we could go out, but it's just like it's not the same that having that one person that you can like talk to about anything. Like you spend time with, you grow with. Like I need that, man.
so
For sure.
for me, at least with the whole thing is I stayed true to the way that I operated, no matter who the girl is. Every time I went on a date, right? Like not only how I presented myself when I met them or whatever, but even like how I asked them out. It was like, hey, is there anything you don't like? Is there anything in specific that you do like? That way I can pick the right spot for one, right? Like this is more so on the fundamental, how I'm asking them out, whatever, right? But when I sit down in front of them, I'm not like, oh, she might like this about me. She might not like this about me. No, I stay 100% true to myself, because one way or the other, both of y'all gonna show your ass at some point. And of course, there's certain things you're supposed to kind of reserve, right? But generally speaking, you don't want to come off as something that you're not. So that's one thing I do. And then it all just weeds itself out, right? Like, so I'm even looking at the relationship I'm in right now, and I've been with her now like 7 months, whatever it is, right? And I've even taken some time and reflected back, and I've thought like every single one of those first dates, what I used to call 2-week relationships, one of those 3-week relationships, whatever, all of that led me to where I am now. And this is what God meant for me, right? So you just got to go through it all with the trial and error, bro. Like, don't even look back at it like I can't believe I wasted money. Nah, like, also look at it as you're going on a date for yourself, right? Because when you start thinking of this is not me doing this for somebody, I'm also doing this for myself. That's the number one thing that'll bring you peace. And then whoever's supposed to be there is going to make it through.
I think that's part of the problem. I'm thinking of it like, I'm not really thinking of it for myself. Sometimes when I go out, like on those dates, it's like,
go places where you want to go.
yeah.
Like, bro, like dudes complain, like, you know, or girls complain because dudes would be like, oh, where do you want to go? First of all, don't do that shit.
Yeah, never.
Like, don't ever, please.
You should have the place ready.
You should have like, bro,
We're going here.
I had 4 to 5 places in the clip. 3 of them were always like places I'd never been to. 2 of them were my go-tos.
Yeah,
we'll call them that.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm a big advocate of going somewhere you feel comfortable.
Yep.
Somewhere where you know, even better if you know the people there, like if you know a bartender there, or if you don't drink, if you know like the server. So it doesn't have to be like that, but somewhere where it's like your environment, like you know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think that's the best.
That helps too,
in my opinion.
especially because you know the food is fire. And then if you know at least from word of mouth that these places are fire, so like that way you weed out what she doesn't want, because what you also have to look at it as you're ultimately, if you want a girlfriend, you're courting, right? So you want to put it in as much of an environment as possible for her to want to say, yes, I want to go out with you. Yes, I want to go out with you again. Yes, I want to continue going out with you. So at least on that, especially on that first date, that shit is so crucial, bro. It's such a big fork in the road for the whole thing. So when you pick that first date, number one, pick a place that you know for a fact is going to work for, at least based off what she said. You never know, but like based off what she said, you did something that aligns with that, and a place that you're going to enjoy, because then when you walk away, you're not thinking I spent this money on her. You're thinking I spent money on a date.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like you have to, because dating in general is about 2 people. It's about you and it's about her.
Yeah.
I guess, what were you going to say, Sam?
No, I was going to ask, like, because I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like after the first date, you kind of usually have a feeling if you want to go on another date. So are you the one that's not like continuing to pursue, or are they just like, hey, I'm good?
I think part of the problem is,
or do you just like ghost?
I'll never ghost. But I think I won't be like, if we go on a date, if it's a first date, cool. And then like after that, I guess I kind of got caught up in like hookup culture and stuff like that. So my mind's not even on like, where are we going? Like my mind's on like, yo, let's chill at the crib. I think that's part of the problem. Once I do that, I don't think they're seeing me as like a serious candidate for a relationship. They're just like, oh, okay, he just wants to.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Yeah.
You said they feel like that? You think they feel like really?
Not that they're not okay with it, but I think that eliminates me as a boyfriend.
Right. But then what I'm asking is, that's fine, but how does the fallout happen?
Oh,
that's what I'm more so getting
I think
at.
it's like a lot of the times it's more of just like we just kind of fall off mutually. Like maybe it's not ghosting. I'll never ghost someone.
The conversation dies down.
We'll talk about that later, but
you kind of both just stop messaging as often, and then it just fades.
Understandably so. That's not with every girl I interact with. It just happens that happens sometimes. But even off of that, like, I guess, how do you really know that, like, wow, I really want to date this person? Like, I've only felt that once, and that was with like my first love situation, you know?
You're gonna know. It's not gonna be.
I haven't felt that.
You're gonna know.
Well, then, you just haven't found the right one.
You'll clearly know if you want to be with that one person.
Damn, like, how long does this shit take?
It's not I don't think it's the person. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why in the beginning I asked, like, do you even want a girlfriend? Because sometimes it's like things that you're doing subliminally. Like, for example, the whole like, oh, just come over. That's like maybe not even like a conscious thing that you're doing. It's like you're not ready for it yet. But then also the other person, if you guys just aren't compatible, you know, like I feel like any girl that I've ever, dated for a long period of time, even if there was like maybe a moment that I maybe stopped texting as much or something, they would be like, yo, what's up? like was good. Like they're pursuing too because they want it.
Yeah.
So, maybe those girls aren't really looking for that as well.
Yeah, it's like they're not pursuing. I think they're not pursuing for a relationship because I wasn't pursuing for a relationship.
I think that's a
good
and
assessment. And I'm not blaming them. They're matching the energy that I would give.
I think most girls do that.
But it's like, I'm just like, how did y'all know? Because it's just like, I didn't expect it to be this long for me to not be in another relationship since my last one.
Here's another thing too, and I think this will help you prior to. I'm thinking on my current relationship, right? And even the long-term one that I've had before, you have to be prepared to be tied to one other person and whatever's going on in their life. So like,
how do you know you're prepared for that?
You're not actually prepared. You just have to know that it's coming, and you have to know that you're willing to go through with that person, right?
He's saying though, how do you even like? He's like not even at the point where he's infatuated. He wants to be committed to that one girl. He likes a girl enough to want to be committed to her. That's what it sounds like.
So that's kind of what I'm getting at is like, you're not gonna, you can't be prepared for that without actually having met that girl.
Yeah.
Because like, there's no physical, there's no way of like even imagining who would I do this for until you've met that person. Because when you meet that person, then you'll want to do that. Right. But you do have to come in with some like prefabricated like emotion for it. Like, I know that if she's on her period or shit happens, she's down in the dumps, whatever, like, because when these girls, it's one thing when these girls got an attitude and you're not with them, like in an actual boyfriend, girlfriend environment. But when you are in that environment, you have to know how to like diffuse, make her feel better, want to be around her anyway, because they pay attention to that, bro.
Yeah. That's the thing. It has to be somebody obviously that you're willing to go through like the tough times with, because like at the end of the day, if you think about it, if it's long term and you want this to work out, that you're basically, that's a new family member at that point, right? So it's like, you fight with like your siblings, you fight with your aunts, uncles, whatever, but they're still family. So like the same way you have to think about your partner. It's like not everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. Like you're going to go through shit, and is that person worth dealing with like all that shit with? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you're going to do some things, she's going to do some things.
I think a lot of the times too, I'm like, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know if y'all think about it the same way. Like sometimes I think like when I start talking to a girl, I'm like, but sometimes I'll see maybe like a better option just like randomly if we're out or something like that, or if I'm outside, like, it's kind of just
infatuation.
How do you...
There's always options, bro.
Yeah, I guess, like, how do you narrow down the options?
Bro, that's why I say you're just not ready yet. That's why I asked that question in the beginning.
It all comes back to my original point. Is like, you'll be ready for that one person when you meet that one person.
Yeah, you're just not ready yet.
I think
it's not the women that you've met. It's not their fault. It's just like, you just aren't there yet. Like,
I guess I'm just mad at myself that I'm not there yet. Because I do have friends that are in serious relationships that are also 23, 24 years old.
Yeah, but everybody...
Sometimes,
but it's like, damn.
There's a big luck factor in all of this.
I think so, too.
So for sure.
Because that's the problem with the number of options, right? Like, I mean...
But I think
we got dating apps. We don't have to go meet people in person. You can vet them from the information that they give on a dating profile and then make a decision.
Yeah.
I also feel like this nigga doesn't really know what he wants for real.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In every aspect in a woman. Like what you want.
Yeah,
I think you know some of the stuff that you want.
I think,
but like you're not 100% sure, and you're not 100% sure of yourself too. Yeah. Like you're still discovering yourself.
Yeah,
so with those two things up in the air, and you're just a horny ass nigga. So you add that in there.
Yeah,
that's true.
But I do think that, like, you know, the proper girl that comes around, and I don't mean proper in the way that people put that on social media.
Right girl
just a person that's just meant for you.
Yeah,
bro. You could be, unless you're in the worst down bad situation, bro. You'll get your act right, bro. Because I've done it in the middle of my. I mean, I obviously didn't work out with whoever that was back then, but like, I wasn't exactly looking for a relationship. It just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah,
and it just know that one way or the other, there's something out there that's meant for you. And then eventually you'll be in my position too, where I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I thank God for all the bullshit I went through to end up with the girl that I'm with right now. I couldn't have asked for anything else. If it could have taken another 5-10 years, if it did, for me to end up with who I'm with right now.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. In an ideal situation, you could learn those lessons from other people. But if you're anything like me, my problem is like, I have to go through the bullshit to know, okay, I don't want this.
What you really want. Yeah,
I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want this. And then like, you know, you kind of go down the list of all your boundaries and barriers or whatever.
Yeah.
But some people are blessed and can just like learn from other people. And they're like, oh, I see that. Okay, I don't want that.
Yeah. It took me a while to even get that talent too. I had to backdoor that on you.
Right. Yeah.
And then sometimes, and then sometimes you think you want something. No, I was just gonna say, my biggest advice to you is just start off with the morals and values. If those align, then you're not wasting your time, and then just let the chips fall where they may after that.
Yeah. Everything. Most things.
Everything else can work itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most everything has like a gray area, but there's certain things that are check marks, right? Like for me, like. I know I'm not the tallest guy ever, so shorter than me, you know, like religion, you know what I mean? Like skin color. Sorry, not going to say which ones, but it's preference, right? Like those things there's very few things that I can just straight check yes, no. And then once that kind of filters through,
but that's more physical. I'm talking about straight morals.
No, I said religion. Even like I said, like multiple things. I'm picking things off the top of my head too.
The big things.
Right, and then even the morals, like, you know, do they want to have kids? Do you want to have kids? Right. Like that, all that stuff is like very simple things to check off, and then it's behavioral, like what you do in this situation, that kind of thing.
I feel like the big things you kind of sort that out within the first couple dates. You kind of know. Do we align at all on the big things?
And that's really more so in this. And don't look at that as like that's all you need for you to date them. That's what you need to know that you don't want to date them. That's the important, because the rest of that's for you. That's just bare minimum.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you don't align on the big things, nothing else is going to work out.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, it's
all. And if you align on the big things, everything else is small. Like you can figure it out. If y'all love each other enough, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But the options thing that you're talking about, where it's like you're with somebody and then you're like, oh wait, she
shiny.
fine as hell. Yeah. That's like
that's
just
life.
the grass is greener.
Always gonna be there though.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of that mentality.
You gotta get disciplined. Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, you go buy a house and then you're like, damn, my neighbor's house is kind of nice. I should have, man. You know, but that's the thing when you choose the right partner, it's like. Okay, there's these shiny things there, but like they're not her. Like they're not, you know,
they're not what I got already.
You know, that's cool, but like this is for me. You know?
I think I just have a big heart.
Shut the f up, bro.
How did this all come to that conclusion?
I'm a big lover, bro. Like I got a big heart for everybody.
I just feel like sometimes he just got bonked in the head really hard at some point. And then he's with us, and then all of a sudden,
there's more blood going to his heart than his brain.
Son, but I understand what you mean. The house thing was funny as shit.
Comparison is the ruiner of happiness. This is a real quote, and that shit is for real. Like, because think about it like this: like, you could have a girl. You know how many niggas are looking at your girl and wish they probably had her.
True,
absolutely.
And you out here looking at fucking Daisy Duke and some bullshit ass. And then, you know, some girls look good until you really get to know them, bro.
Oh, for sure.
I'm telling you,
like, for sure.
I've seen so many text messages like, "Are you still single?" Asking my girl and shit, and she's like, "Nah." And he's like, "Oh, he's so lucky."
Yeah,
bro.
You just gotta go through.
Here, like another one, like you know, like it doesn't even bother me nothing. I just be like,
you just gotta go through her phone and block everybody.
I know, right?
block,
like the
block.
DMs too. Like I just be like, all right, bro. Like
that's a flex at that point, though.
Yeah, don't even
like, nigga, you want my girl so bad, like you can't have her though.
Yeah, like respectfully.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I just need some discipline.
Disrespectfully.
I just need more discipline, I guess, in that regards. But I think it is a mix of like just in our environment, like I just see it like monogamous.
When is the last time you talked to one girl and you gave her like your full undivided attention? Like you weren't entertaining multiple girls too. Maybe you should like
undivided attention is hilarious to me.
Nah, because that shit will make a difference too.
You're dead ass, but like I don't know.
Because there are some girls you might have really liked that got to that next level with, but you were distracted.
I would say 2021, like my last relationship.
Okay, it makes sense. See? Go back to that, nigga. Follow that formula.
Follow the formula.
Technique.
Bro, but I met her.
Technique.
Yoni's over here like, technique.
When the last time that happened, he's like, oh, now when I think about it, my last relationship, actually.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
Nah, but on a serious note, though, sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot and we miss out on a lot of good people
bro, I've
just
had
because
that
we're
before.
entertaining so many people at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
You know what I
looking
mean?
back,
Fumbling.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the advice, guys.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, did you put it, Dowie? The most unhinged, toxic job survival hacks?
Oh, I didn't add it to the.
The link?
Is the link up there?
I think the link is there. Yeah, the
Job
TikTok.
survival? What's that
Yeah.
mean exactly?
It's on the.
But it's the comments on it though.
So what was like the
So
inspiration behind this? Finding this.
I just was sitting here thinking about like the things that I do just to handle the day.
Wait, what were you saying?
I think you actually have to. It's just what I do to survive the day at work at times, and then I just be like, "Oh, okay." And then I was reading some of these, and they were just hilarious.
So this is the most
You don't
unhinged,
what you want to look
toxic.
at is the comments. You don't need to necessarily play the video.
All right, bet.
But
This
that's
is the video, the first one that popped up, right?
Yes, hit the comments button.
so this is the most unhinged, toxic job survival hack.
Somebody said, not me shopping in the comments section. Me too. I started acting.
Scroll down
My
some.
wage this year got my first review since I started doing it.
Wait. What does that say?
She said, I started acting my wage this year. I got my first review since I started doing it. Apparently, they don't like it. Usually, when somebody wants to review your shit or have a one-on-one, it's not good.
Yeah.
Unless it's a normal thing.
Normal
Some companies
one-on-one,
do
yeah.
it
Scheduled
monthly or
annual.
quarterly. Yeah.
Same thing with me. I got it more
Scroll down some.
every month.
Scroll down some. Anytime a customer would say, "Wait, so and so did it for me last time," I would make a serious face and go, "Ooh, someone's about to go get fired. Thank you for telling me." Oh, this one's my personal favorite because I do it sometimes. It says malicious compliance is my savior.
What does that
What
mean?
does
don't
that
get it.
mean?
So like for me, it was weaponized incompetence. So there's times where like, I'm not talking about my current job. I've done this before where like we're so understaffed, right? And I feel like I clocked my boss not doing enough. And I literally mean like even watching YouTube videos. And I would just be like, oh, I have no idea how to do that, man. And then when he's like kind of trying to teach me, and I know it's just sophisticated enough for me to act like an idiot, he'll end up doing it instead. Weaponized incompetence.
Ew, that's creative.
Once
Hey,
had a
man.
supervisor accuse me of not being at my workstation without cause, so I began to send him emails every time I left my desk, informing him where I was and why bathroom emails were my fave. Going to the bathroom. Oh, going to the bathroom again.
That's crazy.
I shredded all the training manuals made on the way out after they said I did nothing for the company.
Oh,
Damn.
honestly,
That's like, you can get in trouble for some shit.
honestly,
I was
though,
about to say.
Yeah, but if somebody say you did,
I started
nothing,
every
Yeah.
job with 4 living grandparents.
that's crazy.
Oh my
Yo.
God. No, keep going. That one's a standard one.
Someone said never ever go above and beyond. Just do the bare minimum and go home.
Once my job made us
We've
do
all
pro-
had this moment, right?
Yeah.
Where there's somebody in your department or on your team and you're like, how the fuck did you get this job?
Facts.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
I've been blown away at times.
Absolutely.
Like, it's crazy too. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not even trying to
Yeah,
talk shit
yeah.
about people, but it's just like,
Nah, yeah, you notice it. Like
Mm-hmm.
even the higher up people, like fuck
Yeah.
outta here.
People get comfortable.
Yeah,
Can't
for
even
sure.
make a fucking PDF.
Put a photo of my nephew on my desk and acted like he was mine. The extra sick days, leaving early for daycare stuff.
God.
Whenever
Oh
work
my
I
was
believe that.
popping
I
off.
think that's real. I think there's a lot of people who have
Wow.
fabricated families for sure.
But you have to be careful with that because remember, if you have kids, typically
Taxes.
they're on your insurance.
Yeah, I was about
So
to
if
say.
somehow HR got whiff of you telling people you got kids
Mm-hmm.
and you don't,
You just be like, I don't have custody. I see them on visitation.
Well, no, then you still file your kids on your taxes even if you
That's
don't
what
have
I was saying,
custody.
taxes.
But HR
Right.
doesn't do it for you. You're the one who still fills out your form. Like,
Yeah. I think the only way you could cover that up is to say that like it's they're under my wife's.
Yeah,
nobody's
separately.
gonna be checking your insurance shit. Though.
No, it's not that they would check it. It's I'm saying that like because HR has your information,
Yeah.
that still could lead to you getting caught
Just
up.
be like, I file separately.
Yeah, but there's something called HIPAA. There's some shit where they're not allowed to reveal your health, anything
health
about
stuff.
your health stuff
Yeah.
to anybody.
It's not that they can reveal it. I'm saying that if
So then what?
If you say you're lying and HR knew about it, they have your information. It's not that they would go and tell your coworkers or your supervisor.
But you can
They
lie as
know.
much as you want. That's not illegal.
I don't think
Lying
it
and
has-
putting them on your insurance is illegal. If you didn't put them on your insurance, you just telling everybody you got 50 kids. That's not against the law.
I don't think. I mean, we get fired for things that are illegal.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I'm just I just think you can get found out. Is my point.
Yeah, but they would only find out if HR revealed it, right?
HR doesn't have to.
Is exactly
reveal
my point.
it. HR
If
doesn't
they don't
have to
reveal, how's
reveal
it? So how's anybody gonna find out then?
No, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if like there's some kind of debacle with whatever you're doing, and they're already kind of on the edge of firing you for whatever reason. Now HR knows that they don't have to disclose it.
So then how
They'll
would
just fire
HR knowing
you anyway.
affect you unless they disclose it? Is what I'm trying to understand.
When you get fired, who does it go through?
So you already got fired. You didn't get fired.
No, what
because
I'm
of the
saying
kid.
is like they could be like you could be kind of in a toss up there, and HR knows.
The point I'm trying to make is you're not going to get fired because HR told that you didn't have kids.
I
You're
just
not allowed
think
to
it
say
would
that.
add on to it.
Add on to what you're already fired.
No, I'm saying that's part of like if they're in a toss up, that they just have all they have to do is know
No matter
that.
what the toss up, they're not allowed to reveal that information. If they do, that's illegal. You're gonna you take them to court. You're gonna get big fucking bread.
I just think HR is more clever than you give them credit for.
Be as clever as you want, nigga. I'm gonna find fucking.
That nephew is my kid. Yo,
Hold on.
we
Melissa.
just said HR way too many times.
We're going to show up on HR TikTok.
I'm gonna go to work on Monday. I'll be like, be scared as shit.
Talk about
Toby.
HR.
Toby.
Toby. What's up? What's some other? Oh, someone did say malicious compliance.
Another one.
They twins.
Why do I feel like this probably has so much more? Like, how many?
A lot of
comments
them
they
are
got
going to be the
total?
same at this point.
I hired 4 chaotic seasonal employees before I quit.
I keep old photos of unfortunate things that's happened in my life: swollen face from tooth extraction, car crashes, broken arm, etc. And I reuse them at new jobs if I want to sick there or something.
Shit. That is smart.
Kept records on my boss for over a year, and then sent an 18-page report on her behavior. Got a legal team and got a big fat settlement due to negligence of both my abusive boss and management.
You never know who's collecting evidence on you.
Yeah, that's why I
Damn.
need to chill, bro.
Yeah,
That's why I make friends with everybody, bro.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But just don't do anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
just
mean,
don't
but
do nothing.
I'm nice to
truly,
everyone at
I just
work.
mind
Oh, of
my
course.
business at the end of the day.
Me
I
too.
don't show up to outside of work events though. That's
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
clock in that, but like
There's also people at work that
I
just
rarely
reveal too
do,
much.
but I do every now and then. Like, I'm not gonna miss like 3 in a row,
Yeah.
I
but
miss
I'm not going all 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not that like I don't love work.
they keep
that much.
inviting me to happy hours and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I just have too much going on.
For sure.
People just reveal too
And,
much at work, I think.
Yes.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't.
Way
for me
too much.
personally, like, I know it sounds fucked up, but I don't want to be friends with you guys. I don't want to hang out with y'all
Me too.
outside of
I
work.
want this to be work.
honestly,
my work life.
honest to God,
There's
like,
very few.
I feel like I'm
occasions where
wasting my
okay
time
with it.
still here.
Yeah.
But it's better. It's actually better that way, though. And honestly, your bosses, like, or at least the CEO or what leadership, they want it to be that way. They don't want you to be homies. They want you to be
Yeah,
coworkers.
exactly.
Coworkers,
Like,
yes.
don't talk about religion. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about your personal life too much. Like, just come to work
All right.
and get out.
I'll dial that down a little bit because there are some friends that I have made through work.
Yeah,
there are
me too.
some great people that I know
Like, people
that I'll
our
always be
age,
friends with
Mostly
that I
our
met through a job.
like
Right.
within our
So,
like age
yeah.
group, kinda.
Even a little, like, not necessarily even my age group. It's just sometimes some people you just click with.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but for the
But
most
yeah.
part, I am not looking for that
Just
like,
keep it professional.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
a
For the
work
most part, I'm
level
not looking for it.
friendship,
Yeah.
maybe,
If it
like-
happens naturally, it's like one of those organic friendships.
Yeah,
Like,
or like we're Akiki. Like the best you'll get is like my Akiki partner at work.
Yeah.
That's about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Because if you reveal too much, it'll come back to bite you. Honestly,
Yeah.
like somebody,
Exactly.
someone's gonna use it against you. It's just,
Is there something that your boss would do in front of you that you would never partake in?
Don't get me started.
If you're on a company trip and then your boss and you guys end up, he's like, let's go out, and he's going out and he's like fucking smoking, doing blow, all this stuff. Are you gonna do it with him?
nah.
Nah,
Not at my job, at least.
nah, I would never.
That's because I just generally don't do that myself.
You know it's smart if for you to not do it, because then you always have that night on
You
him.
just got that evidence.
Yeah. If you do it with him, now it's both of y'all.
Both,
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Or he might want to get rid of you more. The bigger he gets in the company, he's like, nah, I went too crazy in front of this guy.
Yeah, this guy knows
We
it.
got to get him out of here.
You gotta cut him.
Shit. Was there any other comments you saw?
Nah, that
you,
covered it. Those were the
Okay.
good ones.
Want to go over the crazy teacher-student secret relationship that happened
my
last week,
God.
bro? I posted a Twitter link in the what's it called? In the
Tim.
pod topics jump. Yeah,
Freaky teachy.
I think they actually have the body cam footage of when they arrested the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
that's
it.
the first thing I
Serious?
see.
Yeah, you gotta
And she
see
was
this shit.
confused.
Or are you serious? Oh, she was pretending.
Is it,
She's pretending.
it's not there.
Or she's doing a lot of other crazy shit in her life.
Try media. Oh, he's got it.
A special services
found it?
teacher and boys and girls
Yeah.
soccer coach has been charged with
She kinda
aggravated
aight,
criminal
too.
sexual assault
For
and
sure.
abuse of a then 15-year-old male student, prosecutors say, in December 2023 during a tutoring session before school.
The victim at the center of this scandal is a
Oh, this must have been when she
student
first
who
got
came to
arrested.
the police station on Saturday
They
with
said it
his
was during a
mother to
tutoring
file a
session. No, they were
report.
in a
After
full-blown
prosecutors say that
relationship.
mother bought her son a new iPhone, and after signing into iCloud, discovered a sexually explicit text thread.
Which the teenager says were between himself and Formella, stating amongst other things, "We will never ever be together again. I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have."
She's sending this to
Teacher
him.
said that?
Yeah, he had her
The teacher
dizzy.
was arrested during a traffic stop yesterday.
Hey, how you doing? Hi. Officer Gosman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain it to you. You're Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you.
It's crazy because she's pretty. She didn't need
Do you have
to
everything on you?
fucking
You can
try
grab
and
whatever you
fuck a
need.
student.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need.
That
Your
doesn't
phone,
matter.
your purse, go ahead and grab
She's
it.
freaked out.
She definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna
freaked
explain
out.
everything to you guys. Go ahead and grab it up. We're not going anywhere right now. Of course, yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab
How
your
old
thing.
does
Can you come
someone
with
have
me?
to be
Yes,
for
yes.
her to be considered a pedophile?
You stay there
Under
for right
the
now,
age
so
of
just stay there.
18,
Yes,
yeah.
you can.
Under the age of
Come on back
18,
here.
yeah, pretty much.
Should I shut the car
I
off?
think
Oh, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
in some states 17, but I'm pretty sure it's all 18.
Generally 18, yeah.
Maybe on a state level, but on a federal level, I think no matter what, it's 18.
No matter what, yeah.
I feel bad for her husband. He's like,
Yeah,
I could
he's
be
the only
completely
person I
wrong.
feel bad
What's
for.
going on?
Is the
She's
husband.
married.
Talk to you about
Her
it.
She's
husband's
about to
in the
get
car.
married, or they just
She's
got
engaged.
married.
We're gonna explain everything to you there.
The husband's in the car?
Yeah,
Not my
nigga.
investigation.
He just spoke.
I don't know the full details, but you have to bring you there though, okay? So you have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a down
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way.
He's being
Do me a
so
favor,
gentle
shake
with
this
her.
off.
You know why?
If that was a man, he would have
Can I
body
ask
slammed
you
her
Years
what?
ass,
alive.
yo.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not like this is all
you'd be eating pavement.
Obviously, we.
They would have brought a
for a
SWAT
reason.
team
So
there.
turn around for me.
It's because she a white girl.
That's probably the kid's sweater.
Yo, for real.
That's crazy.
That dude looked like a 15-year-old sweater.
Where'd you get that hoodie
I'm
from?
like-
Forever 21?
I get it. You have a lot of questions.
So scared.
Yo, where's the
Everything's okay.
husband,
We
bro?
just need to talk to you at the police department. That's all. Nothing else on your pocket right now.
I think he told him to stay in
He
the
might
car.
be scared
Okay.
himself.
I think the cop told him to stay in the car.
Okay. I'm gonna sit in the back of this car on the other side.
Or
Once you
husband
get
got
to
her
the
phone,
department,
probably going
you'll
through her
talk to the
phone.
detective and he'll explain everything to you.
But you can't even give me like an idea.
At the moment,
what this is about.
Other than that, it's an investigation. That's
You
all
know,
I can really
shit
tell you
like
right
this
now. I'm
scares me,
sorry.
though.
I wish I could tell you more.
Because imagine if the kid's mom
me,
never
is my
found
husband
it.
coming
She was
with?
going to marry this nigga. They were going to live happily ever after.
Well, she just called him my husband.
We're just going down.
So I guess they're already.
Yeah.
10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would.
It just
prefer
sucks
that
in
my
life.
husband's
Like, you
with
never
me.
know.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and you're not getting any of that money back.
Am
So
I
you
in
have to
trouble?
all your
Like
shit.
I'm so lost right now.
She acting dumb.
This is crazy. They released all the footage.
And once you get there, they're gonna fill you
She's just
in.
sitting there
Her
realizing
whole
all
life
this shit.
is ruined.
Yeah, for sure.
Why?
She halfway doesn't even look like
She's
she
gonna.
cares.
She's on the offender list.
I think
probably
she's
for
in the
life.
moment. She's in the middle of shock
Shock, yeah.
and trying to act like she doesn't know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to be
Exactly.
fake at the same time.
She's trying to
Now
act like
the
she's the victim.
Oh,
A bag?
yes, please.
Alright. Hey, can you get like a bag just in case she gets nauseous?
Like,
Do we
bitch.
have any of those emesis bags like laying around the box?
I would hate to be a cop and this is my job.
I know,
Like
like,
how often you see people
You stay with
losing their
faking
minds.
Yeah.
Or just in general, like you're always around it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing like the lowest of low, just the weirdest shit ever.
What the fuck?
That's why you gotta. I imagine it's hard to like behave the same way every time because like, now imagine just not necessarily the specific, but let's say that she's completely innocent. She actually didn't do anything, and you was wilding,
Yeah.
We are
arresting her.
for the victim.
You know, like
and
that.
also
Then
for
you
the
have to
hundreds of
like.
students,
Yeah,
Do,
you-
do they
staff, and
reflect over
family
that? You know what I
who
mean? Like, can you
trusted this
imagine, like,
teacher
just
and feel
keep
betrayed
it
by
the
this
same
terrible
level.
situation. Our top
They
focus
escalate,
now
then you
is to
escalate.
support the
This
victim
guy.
and their family, and to ensure the well-being and safety of all of our students.
Good evening. That teacher was released by a judge this morning following arraignment on 2 conditions. She is not allowed on the school grounds and not
So what's
allowed
gonna
any
happen?
contact with anyone under the age
She's probably
of
gonna go to jail.
18.
Oh, she's cooked.
They said they released her.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
for
Go
release,
back,
though.
go
That
back.
means that's like
she'll go through
County
court and trial, but she'll get
prosecutors
locked up.
Said
She has
Formella
to be.
coached the 15-year-old boy and was his tutor, and that the alleged sexual assault happened before the school day started. According to court documents, in one text exchange, the student and Formella professed their love. I love you so much, Mama. I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect. I know, baby, it was perfect, baby. So
I
perfect.
hate when people say baby twice
I
in the
love
same
having
sentence.
sex with you. I know, baby, I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect.
Now, in question further
Wait, they
about the
did it at
text
the school?
messages on the victim's phone from
Like, you're surprised
alleges
that,
in
like,
that
court
nigga's a
documents
king,
Every single
bro.
time, like,
student accessed her phone and
people
sent
like
the
this have their
messages
text
to
messages
himself
leaked.
as
They all sound
blackmail.
like
School reiterated
AI
tonight they'll be
bots.
reaching out to
Corny
families
sex.
whose
Right.
children had
I know,
direct
baby. I love you so
contact
much,
I mean,
baby.
to be
It
fair,
was
this
so
is a
perfect, baby.
15-year-old,
has been
bro.
placed on administrative leave
I don't even
with
think I talked like that
pay
at 15,
and is
bro.
due back
Like, I
in
think I
court.
sound
I
a lot
talked
more
corny
human.
as shit.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying you don't
Court
talk
documents
corny. Like
show the
everything you
student
do
said he
for
and
your partner is
Formella
gonna sound a
started
little
texting
corny to
a
the
year and a
outside. It's
half
just
ago.
that like that just
And one
sounds
year,
so.
They FaceTimed
They started
while Formella
texting
was
when he was
AI
14.
generated.
Court documents also show that the investigations into her phone records showed several mentions of the student in her notes app. From the text, all I was to you was somebody to f***. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost interest. I went back and screenshotted every single time that I said we should break up until after the wedding and after you're graduated.
What the
And every
fuck?
fucking time you came back and convinced me it would be fine. I initiated
Yo,
every
he
single
played her?
breakup. Only for you to end things saying you couldn't get over it. You ruined us. I warned you we should have never started dating a long,
And now he's gonna be the man forever.
time
You
ago.
ruined your life,
And you gaslit
dumbass.
me and convinced me it was fine every single time because that's who you are. We will never ever be together again. I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have even with all my mistakes. You, once again, waited and strung me along until it was convenient for you. It broke me last time. This time it changed me. I'm not sad. I'm f***ing mad that I let a 16-year-old f*** with me like that, and I made a promise to myself that I will never let any guy f*** with me like that again.
And now you're gonna do 16 in
In
an
the
orange
end, we both
jumpsuit.
lost. You lost the girl who would have stuck with you through thick and thin, who would have changed anything about herself to make you happy, and I lost the person I was before I met you. When
She's gonna be on the new
confronted
Orange is the
about that
New Black.
Formella initially told police the writings were an
Damn,
outlet
look,
for her
she looked
anxiety.
nice too, dressed
She
up.
looked good.
And said any
That's
reference
crazy.
to sex was specifically about her husband. DuPage County Attorney Robert Berlin said in a statement, "The allegations against Ms. Formella are extremely disturbing. It is alleged that she used her position of trust and authority as a tutor and a coach to sexually assault a minor student. The type of abuse and behavior alleged in this case will not be tolerated."
All right, I think
According to state records, Formella received.
what do
her
y'all? I
license
want to
in
ask y'all.
2000.
What do you think? What do you think the husband's reaction
He's
was
probably
to
just like,
this.
fuck all this.
Just probably
It's
devastated.
over. I mean,
Pretty
they're
sure
definitely
he's
getting
devastated.
divorced.
How do you even
Unless he
like?
was cheating on her crazy too or some shit.
Nah, but
He's
this
probably
is like,
devastated.
I feel like this is just such a weird
It's a
situation.
whole different level once it
It's
becomes
embarrassing.
like
Exactly.
no, like on the television scale.
That too.
Yeah.
That adds to it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it's like I'm telling you from there's cheating plus cheating plus national coverage.
National coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all
Like,
three,
all of it is like-
all three of them were over, but like, it's just like, I don't know. You got to change your name or something at
Yeah.
that point. Like,
Yeah, there's
I
no-
can't
there's
be
no coming back
associated.
from that.
Change your name.
I can't be associated
move.
with this person. Like,
But like you shouldn't even have to. As the husband, you shouldn't have to, and I wouldn't personally. Because
if she
it's
has
not
this-
As
like
a husband, he's good. It's just gonna be like a year or two to blow over for him.
people are just gonna feel bad for you. It's not like there's
Yeah.
something that you.
Yeah.
God
Right.
forbid. you
that
had something
sucks though. Because
That-
now like the next person that you're with, that's gonna be a topic, and it's just like,
Yeah,
even
like-
though you didn't do anything wrong, it's just the fact that you have to like explain.
But no normal person would be veered away by that.
No,
That's
no.
like
No, not at all. I'm saying like if I'm the husband,
Just
I would
having
just
to deal
hate
with
to
that.
have to like bring it up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
By
lie.
the
I think
way.
I would only bring it up if you figured it out. I don't think there's anything wrong with not saying anything about it because
be
if I
transparent
had
about
something to do with it,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But it's not like I got in any
Right.
legal trouble for it. I
No.
didn't do anything
I just-
wrong.
it would be hard to
you,
avoid.
Yeah, you know, because like y'all are married and you got cheated on.
But they're like,
and the
why is your
person
husband,
that
why is your wife in jail?
yeah, that too.
No,
like it's gonna end up being a
No,
conversation.
I mean when you end up talking about previous relationships hiding it, then yeah, I
That's
think
what I'm
you're wrong. But I'm just saying like I don't that you're. It sounded a little bit like this is something that you feel like you need to let somebody know when you're beginning to date.
No. Just having to
Yeah.
explain it ever
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like just a disgusting thing
knowing
to talk
that you're
about.
gonna have to at some point when that conversation comes. It's like, yeah, my wife's
Also-
in jail.
Also, just going back to
she's
your
on
parents,
the offender list.
just going back to your family, like they're like, so what happened to her? What happened? Like,
They're all gonna see it online.
They're all gonna know
Yeah.
what's
Like,
happened.
yeah, my manhood would be hurt for a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
sure. A
like
young nigga?
Like you lost your bitch to a 16-year-old, 15-year-old,
14.
14. They started talking at 14.
At 14.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean
That's insane.
She's crazy.
I wouldn't let myself beat myself up over that.
She
'Cause
has
it'd
to be
just
crazy.
like because for you to end
I'm
up
not beating myself
fucking with
up.
a teenager, like you just had to be like
A weirdo.
You had to have some wires crossed up top, bro.
How old
Like
is she?
I can't. There's
She
nothing
looks
I could
like
have done.
at least 30.
Yeah.
You know, low-key porno and a lot of this shit does this to these
Yeah.
people.
Oh yeah.
It's
There's
like
endless porn where you see teachers fucking with students.
Students, yeah,
and like all
bro.
this kinky shit. Like
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean, even when, like, let's be real.
we had
when I was in high
fantasies growing
school,
up, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say when I
yeah.
when I was
But
in
I
high
feel
school.
like for a guy, it's normal.
Yeah. I think for any teenager, it's normal. You're going through so many changes. You have these thoughts, but like to actually, for any of that to
Act
actually
on it.
happen is the problem. It's
The
like,
thing
what
that
the
I
fuck?
saw online a lot too with this case is a lot of dudes saying, oh man, if it was me, like, bro, you're weird.
First of all, the boy didn't turn her.
If you're, like if you're talking about that maybe in high school amongst your friends or whatever, but
Yeah.
like don't get on the internet and then tell everybody like, oh, if I was a teenager fucking with my no, bro,
Yeah.
that's weird.
And then also, he
You're
didn't even
an
tell. They
adult.
found the only reason they found out was because he got a new phone, and his mom checked the iCloud. Like that, it was gonna be that man was gonna.
Hey,
or
shout
that
out
kid,
good parenting, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out good parenting. What's her mom name? Probably Nancy or something. Good job, Nancy.
Right.
Nicely done. That's
Courtney.
gonna be your alias name for the pod today.
You think the kid
Good
was
shit,
white
Nancy.
or black?
White.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You think he was white?
Oh, I had
think
no
so.
idea what he was. But
Yeah, he was. They showed a
white.
picture
he
of
was
him.
white.
They
Oh,
showed
okay.
a picture. I feel like they usually don't show a photo of the victim. If
Yeah,
he's
he's like a star baseball player and stuff too at the school.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, she wanted to go to the major leagues.
Yep.
She wanted to go to the MLB.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Shit.
So is she in
Sound
jail
like she
now?
want to go to the little league.
The little league, right? Is she in jail now, or what?
think
What's the?
The case either just finished or just started. The
Oh,
trial.
maybe.
Yeah, the body cam was from like a couple of weeks ago, so
Or they just released the body
They probably
cam, yeah.
just released it, but yeah.
yep, she's cooked.
Thoughts and prayers. Speaking of other crazy news, all this Trump tariff shit.
Oh
I don't
shit,
know enough
bro! That's
about
a crazy.
this.
That is a crazy switch up.
Well, we went
still
from
thinking
crazy
about-
topic to crazy topic. So speaking
true.
of crazy, what's going on with these Trump tariffs? I don't know anything about.
Dude, okay, nobody really knows. He doesn't know. we don't know. Nobody knows. But just like a quick rundown, super simplified because we don't have that much time. But like basically the way all this started is, you know, let's say 20, 30 years ago, America basically outsourced all their jobs when it comes to like manufacturing stuff, when it comes to like building anything here for the most part, you know, car parts, batteries, electricity, you name it. You know, think about Apple, all these companies, right? We outsourced it because it was just cheaper, right?
Labor's cheaper in other countries.
Yeah, the labor's cheaper, it costs less, you can make more money as a company, right?
Right.
Years and years go by, you know, we let basically other countries make it more expensive for us to send stuff there. We make it basically free for them to send stuff here. So, you know, obviously we're going to move jobs out of here. Years and years later, now Trump is basically saying, okay, let's kind of undo all that. And that's on the surface, it sounds like, okay, cool. Like, let's bring jobs back here. Because like, you know, remember during COVID, it was a whole problem to get enough vaccines in here. It was a problem to like, there were so many issues because we just didn't build anything here.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, seemingly it seems like, okay, Trump's like, let's, you know, have the tariffs so that we can sort of incentivize by having more tariffs, by making it more expensive to import things. Companies, in theory, would bring jobs back here. However, nobody knows if that will actually work. And then on top of that, when he instituted the tariffs, you know, we saw the stock market crash for a little bit. It came back up. Then a day later, he's like, actually, we're not going to do the tariffs. But he kept the ones on China. And I think he like doubled or tripled them. So like the message there was kind of where it was initially was like, we're going to tariff everybody, right? He rescinded that, basically said, we're only going to tariff like China and a few other countries. Essentially saying that the bottom line message at that point is like, companies can import from anywhere. They just can't be in China.
Okay.
And that's kind of where we're at right now. There's a lot of problems within that. I also like glossed over a lot of different things because there's a lot more details.
Yeah, for sure.
But one of the problems to me with all of it is I'm fine if like, you know, if we're going to make a decision and it's going to be stern, whatever, you know, maybe we don't like it. Maybe we do, whatever. Cool. But if you start flip-flopping and like rescinding it and then like, okay, the tariffs are on. Okay, now they're off. Now they're on.
It's uncertainty.
There's too much uncertainty. It's just going to make everybody feel uneasy.
Isn't this the exact behavior that Republicans didn't want a woman in office for?
Pretty much.
Probably.
This is what they supposedly said women are going to do.
Who knows? Yeah, I guess.
Like not be decisive and flip-flop and be emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just found that ironic. Let me not. Please continue.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to kind of like set the stage of like where we're at right now is that he had them on, you know, a certain amount of the government was on board with it. So a certain amount of the government wasn't on board with it. You know, it was pretty clear that it was going to be instituted.
So where we're at now is there's tariffs on China.
Yeah, and I think it's something like, what is it, like 100 or 200% or something? It's something insane.
How will this affect us?
Truthfully, nobody knows. But in theory, the idea is that we won't have to rely on China for all the things that we rely on them for.
Okay. So what is like, I'm just seeing a lot of negative backlash on, I'm just like, what is the bad part of this?
The bad part, I think,
it's gonna
and I think other
prices
people
of-
have, so the bad part is the idea that, for example, our iPhones and stuff are dependent on China, right? So like you pay, like for my phone, the 16, I think it was like $1,100, right? And a tariff, like not directly, but over time, like, you know, they have to import things. So when things get to our border, there's a tariff that gets put on it, an additional cost. So people are saying that, well, Apple's not going to want to pay that cost, so they'll just increase the price of the phone.
I was just about to say,
I did hear Apple did strike a deal though to start making them here.
Do you think people are going to make iPhones here?
Why not?
That's not going to happen, bro. Americans they're not going to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that
because you know they probably pay them cheap as shit like overseas to make iPhones.
Yeah, but Apple's not gonna fucking die over the iPhone.
Apple doesn't
they're gonna
care
keep
where
their
the
company
phone's
afloat one way or another, right?
Yeah,
if they're gonna do what
I'm
they
just
have
saying,
to do.
I could see how people are like, no way they're gonna make the iPhones here. If anything, it's just gonna be more expensive.
I don't think the factory jobs will come here.
No shot. The factory jobs.
I think there's gonna
even
be
if they like even without that, looking at price, right? Let's just say that we're buying it for $1,000. That probably means that we're getting it for $600. Like at the at the what's it called, at the seller level, right? Like we're talking about AT&T buying these phones, then you slap 25% on it. That's automatically $150. So that became $750. If they're selling it to us for $1,000, let's be realistic about how greedy these corporations are. You think that they're just going to be like, all right, let's just make sure we cover the import? No, because they're not selling every single one of these phones. If I'm thinking in their shoes, they're probably doubling whatever that import amount is. So now that $1,000 phone just became a $1,300 phone. And that's without moving manufacturing here.
Yeah.
Now you've moved manufacturing over here where you were spending $1 an hour over there, let's say. You now have to spend whatever the minimum wage in that state is. And I mean, is there even places really that does $7 an hour? Let's just call it 10.
Probably somewhere still.
Let's just say
southern states.
For the sake of like average, law of average. Like there's some places that do 12, whatever. Let's call it $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Because you also got to cover, all kinds of other stuff for an employer. It's not an employee. It's not just their wage, right? So now make it $10 an hour. You just multiplied the labor by 10, and you haven't covered the cost of building a manufacturing plant here. So that $1,300 becomes $1,600, $1,700 real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that's just me and math and logic. So let me not go too far into
So that's the biggest fear I think most people have is like things will get more expensive. Things are going to get more expensive, whatever,
And there's still hella shit made in China that we use.
Well, of course. So I think like, again, this is assuming this is the idea is that like we rely on them too much. We're not necessarily basically. But even past that, not only we rely on them too much, we're not really cool with them. Yeah. So it's like not only do we buy so much stuff from them and import so much stuff from them, it's like it's not like this is our homie. This is like somebody that we actually are at odds with.
It's our op.
We owe them a lot of money too, still, right?
Hella.
We owe them money.
Trillions, right?
Yeah. So it's like, what's the the best way to go about it? I don't know. I do think that a lot of it is just a lot of like BS. I don't really know if the tariffs will be a real thing that they actually do. You
know what I think it could also be? It's like he wants to make it seem like he's the one to do something. Like, so whenever he gets out of his presidency, he's going to be like, I was the president that tried to bring shit back to America,
so
yada, yada. Even if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just the fact that he tried it.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, the funny part is like, because so much stuff happens so often and like there's so many things in the headlines, I feel like Americans, like we forget about recent history. But in 2018, he did the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah. There was the China tariffs and it tanked the market in like December and then like came back up when he was like, just kidding. And it just all was a negotiating thing that he was just like, all right, tariffs are on. And then China was like, okay, we'll do this. Okay, tariffs are off. And then China was like, actually, we're not going to do that. He's like, okay, tariffs back on. It's like,
it's
bro's just playing with food, bro.
Just adult children in politics in general. Anyway, I've given up faith of whether or not it's DT. It could be anybody up there. I'm gonna end up disappointed. So I just stop expecting things. Yeah. I just kind of ride whatever wave they've created.
Yeah.
What was it's kind of hard? Same thing with me. It's kind of hard for me to just look at one person and think like he's really, pushing the agenda as much as it is the whole machine actually wanting a lot of this shit to actually happen.
It's just so hard to back somebody that uneducated.
But with this tariff shit in general, I feel like his main goal is to kind of just like shake the table, rattle some cages a little bit.
That's what it seems
and
like.
see which companies are going to give in.
By whatever means.
Yeah, like let me just, increase the tariffs on X, Y, and Z, and let's see which companies actually give in and come over here. Well, let's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a funny saying.
Comfortable as hell.
Yeah. There's a funny saying by like this big investor, Warren Buffett. He says, only when the tide comes out do you see who is swimming naked. And I feel like this is one of those situations where like we're just like, all right, fuck it. Like, let's just like, like scramble everything and then like see where everybody's at.
Everything. Let's see who the easy ones who give in. Yeah. And then the people who are staying strong. All right, now we're going to re-strategize and see like.
Yeah. And I think
what
like
we need
just
to do for these big guys. Yeah.
Right. And just like hoping that America itself isn't like our economy isn't fragile enough to like be ruined while shaking the table. Like, we don't want to hurt ourselves while doing it. Bro. And I think that's what people are afraid of. We can hurt ourselves
even more than, I mean, obviously we can't. But do you think this will put us in a worse position than we've been in the past couple of years?
Good question.
I don't really think so. And I don't really think that when people say bringing like manufacturing jobs here, I don't even think that would happen. Like I think that where we're at now. Yeah, it takes a long time. That's like a 5, 10, 15-year plan.
I was thinking the same thing too.
And then
he
also
doesn't plan on being done in 2 terms. He plans on getting rid of the whole idea of whether or not you can run longer than 2 terms.
Emperor Trump.
That's not gonna happen.
But what I'm saying is the types of jobs that people do here, like we have robots, we have machines and stuff. Like I don't think, even if they did bring manufacturing here, I don't think people are going to be in there assembling phones.
No,
they're going to just have like, we already have robots doing surgery. Like they're just going to have other things.
Yeah, robots waiting tables.
Yeah, making coffee. Like, Yeah. So I don't think the jobs angle of it. But what they did say, and
that's what he's using to sell it to us.
That's what he's using to sell it. And the other thing he's using to sell it is saying that this would eliminate income tax, federal income tax.
I mean,
and that's just another, that to me, that's another promise that won't get fulfilled. Just like when, remember when Biden was saying that they were going to, the student loans, I think it's one of those things they throw out to get everybody on board.
It seems too good to be true.
It is too good to be true. When I was paying my taxes, bro,
when I see game changer. Yeah,
that's why I didn't stop paying my
student
student
right
loans.
now if you weren't paying income tax.
What,
bro? When I was paying my taxes yesterday, I was like, please, I hope this is real.
Like I don't know. I mean personally,
whatever you was talking about earlier, again the souped up version or whatever, you can get that one.
Shit.
I just hope we're not giving off the idea that we think Trump is more clever than he actually is. I think he's doing a lot of his shit just by like.
I don't think he's that clever, but he has enough money to put clever people around him.
Yeah.
And he's going to make the big decisions while they fucking scrambling and figuring out all the complex shit.
That's how he's the face of it.
Because he didn't get to where he is. He didn't get to where he is being a complete idiot. As much as people want to make him seem, he's not a fucking dumbass hillbilly redneck nigga just in the fucking woods. To some degree, the nigga knows how to put shit together. And be
either way, to even be in that position, you have to go through so many tests, so many cognitive tests, all that shit.
I mean the cognitive tests are
I agree with you. I don't think he's a genius either.
Nah.
But
they're not going to put like a complete idiot in to run the country. There's no way.
Yes, they did.
Right,
they did though.
I mean, in my opinion, George Bush, the second one was a dick.
Well, actually, funny enough, wait, Melo. Funny enough, he's actually the one who
had the lowest IQ.
I think George Bush probably. He's the one. No, but listen though. Think about it. Think about what happened during think about what happened during his presidency. We went to war with countries that we had no business being at war with. First of all. Second of all of this tariff stuff started with him. He's the president that outsourced all of our jobs everywhere else.
Oh, right, probably.
And like, I mean, just all the insane things that happened when he was president. I think he had the lowest.
I'm not gonna lie though.
It does look dumb.
Every time he said something smart, he had this dumb smirk on his face too. Bro. He was just like,
I'm not gonna lie.
I've said that shit.
After Trump though, he's the funniest president of all time.
Why him and Michelle Obama love each other too?
He the one that had the shoe thrown at him. You remember that?
Oh shit, I remember that.
Y'all ever seen his what's it called? He did a speech back at the school he went to, and the way he finished it, he goes, and remember, for those of you that passed with C's, even you can be president too. That shit smoked me, yo.
Bro. He would always have this smirk that like just looked like, damn, like I really got here. I really became
Yes. He said I really
like,
got
he
you.
didn't belong.
He scammed us, bro.
Yeah,
that's fucked. Like y'all really fell for this shit.
It's just kind of funny. Like Trump and Elon are kind of the same in that sense. That like they're just
Elon
faces.
is an actual genius.
But
you know
he's so smart. He's a weirdo.
You know that he bought Tesla though, right? Like you know that he didn't come up with all that.
Yeah, but in general though, he has like crazy.
He does have a certain IQ that's actually there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's
but
not.
I'm just saying that he's
normal.
not. I'm just going to throw numbers out there. Let's say like 150 is the highest of the IQ, right?
Yeah.
I think he's selling to us that he's 150 when he's actually 120, which is still high.
Right.
But I'm using numbers that I don't know exactly what the threshold is, but let's just say 150 is the maximum. He's selling us 150 when he's really 120.
Right.
Trump is fighting for 40, but it's, whatever. Like, I'm just saying that, like, that's what I think Elon also is getting way more credit than he deserves. He is good with the money because obviously he bought out Tesla and look at how rich he is. Like, financially,
Well,
I
even
think
SpaceX,
like I think with the whole money thing, he's very clever, but I don't think he's as like engineer savvy as people think he is.
Nah, I think he is.
I think he is.
I think he is,
I
bro.
don't think so.
I don't think you can think
If you
of
look at his
SpaceX
resume of what, like,
and just
the
not be
degrees and just
smart.
even the shit he's done, I got to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure he's like legit genius.
Remember,
It
I'm
might
not
be
saying
as
that
much
he's
as
not
selling
clever
it.
at all. I'm just
No,
saying
I'm not even
he's-
saying clever. Like the
Nah,
nigga's fucking
like,
smart as shit,
yeah.
intellectual,
It don't make-
engineering,
yeah,
coding,
but-
all that shit.
But even from what I'm saying in the first place is,
Yeah.
like, he's still exceptional. I just think he's selling more than what he actually is.
Okay,
The one
you
thing-
think he's tooting his own horn? I don't even. Whenever I hear him talk, he sounds weird. He doesn't even know how to talk properly.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of can see. Like, yeah, he was probably one of them weird kids that just studied all day.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's still a very smart individual. I just think that he's selling us more than what
The
he's
one thing
actually capable
The
of.
one thing I don't
Regardless.
want,
Yeah.
I just don't want. I don't want him part of the government.
That's what it looks.
I'm
weird to
fine.
me.
Like, he's a great, American businessman. I think, like, that's one thing.
Just stay in the
Everyone agreed.
engineering space.
Stay over there. Because right now, that, like, we were just talking
he
about
even American?
the Austin Powers thing. What
He's,
was the guy?
He's South African.
Oh,
What was the-
what's it called? Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil. Like, him and Trump, they got that going on. It's like, he's smart, but it's like,
It's throwing me off.
we don't need you in the government.
Yeah.
I feel like there's worse people than him in the government. It's just he's just
Yeah,
thrown
it's
in
just
our
his face is up front.
Yeah, he's just cause that's what I'm saying. He's like that kid that was never cool, and now he's cool with the president. So he's gonna like act different.
You
than
seen
his
him
normal
jump and
self.
scream?
Yeah,
He's like,
like,
yeah!
He's not used to this, bro. He's not.
Bro, yeah,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
stupid ass-
All he did from like age 10 to like 40 is just equations and business thinking shit.
Yeah, it's like when your coaches used to tell you when you scored a touchdown, like, act like you've been there before.
Exactly.
Like, he doesn't know how to act like he's been there
that's
before.
all- so that's all it is. Wait, did you want us to talk about the stock market too?
No, it was tight.
That was
Oh,
kinda
okay,
tight.
that was
he
tied
talked
into
about
it.
it a little bit.
I wanted to say going into sports now. I feel like we should start watching soccer. Dowie has his own opinions on it, but so I be at work. The people that watch soccer are so passionate about it. I want something to feel passionate about like that in sports wise, other than basketball or other than football. Like, I feel like soccer's lit if you like actually watch
For
it
me
with
personally,
your boys.
it's there are too many different leagues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when it gets to that
You don't
point,
have
it's
to
like,
watch
how do you
every
know which
league,
one to-
Melo.
I'll watch the World Cup. That's about it.
The World Cup I enjoy.
know
Like,
what I mean?
national teams I can watch. I can't watch.
So you
club
can't pick
soccer.
one
I mean,
team
no,
from like a league.
I can watch those games recreationally. I can't watch it invested in who the players are, where they are, and all that other stuff. That's
Yeah.
way beyond me. I
that's
can
too
enjoy
much.
the game, but I will not be able to follow it.
Yeah.
Even
Like,
the game itself, like personally, I enjoy playing soccer more than I do watching it. It's too slow paced for me. That's kind of why I don't like to watch baseball.
I hear
either.
you. I hear you.
I will say
I
watching
need
it
more
live.
action. I need
I
more
think
shit
baseball's
going.
more boring, to be honest.
Baseball's
with
more
you.
boring. Watching soccer
Yeah, it's more,
live.
but I'm comparing the two because
Yeah,
like they're both
they're
slow
both
paced.
kind of hard
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, but watching soccer live is legit. Like when we
Oh, yeah, I
when we
bet.
went and
We
saw
were in London.
we saw Liverpool play.
But that
shit
game
was
ended in a
live.
0-0 tie, and it was a great game
It
to
was
watch.
lit, yo. No,
Like,
it wasn't
I-
0-0. It was 4-4.
But was it lit mainly because of the fans?
Oh, y'all were lit.
I'm so serious.
Y'all
it was,
were
oh no, it
fucking
was
lit.
2-2. 2-2.
It was 2-2.
Yeah. It was a tie though.
Oh, they
And there was a
did
red
score.
card.
Yeah.
There was a red card too.
I'm tripping. It was just a tie.
Yeah, it was a tie.
But
it was
we're-
lit.
But that's one thing I can't stand about soccer. Like, I understand it with football that those games end in a tie because at the end of the day, like, these people have been colliding with each other for an hour and you're trying to watch out for CTE.
Yeah.
But
Soccer,
like
they're just running.
in soccer, you could literally wrap up the game in 15 minutes, do the shootout and be done with it. Why the hell is any game ending in a tie?
Yeah. From what I know, it's the exhibition games can end in ties, but the ones that are like
Big
if you're
time.
gonna
They
win
do
like
a
a
shootout,
tournament,
no matter
League
what.
matches.
those can't end in a
League
tie.
matches.
I mean,
but
like,
yeah.
I get it. Like, it's exhibition, but like, ew.
It
you know,
feels
like,
weird leaving the game.
I mean,
after that,
I almost said it's un-American. Well, like, yeah, you know, like, but like, still, like,
MLS is big though. the soccer league in
It's
in
getting
America?
bigger. I can't fathom unless it's like, maybe maybe a prelim to a tournament, fine, like, just get people warmed up or something.
Yeah.
But like in
Yeah.
general, why would you ever want any match to end in a tie?
You want there to be stakes. Like you want there to be something's on the line.
Somebody has to win,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
That's a
y'all
very
giving
American
out,
thing. I feel
y'all
like.
giving out those
Yeah.
like $5 trophies too.
I feel like that's a very American thing, though, right? It's like we want to see.
I want to see a win.
There has to be a loser and a winner.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true.
like if football is the only one I make the exception for, and it's because of the football, rugby, hockey, whatever. I don't know if hockey even. I don't think they do. They do the little penalty
One-on-one.
shootout.
I think it
Shit.
can. I think it can end in a tie though. I think it can.
I
I'm
think
not
it
sure,
can
but-
too. But like, regardless though, like at least those are like people's teeth is falling out.
But
You
even
know what I mean?
football,
Like,
we give you multiple chances.
You
Like there's
still- yeah.
multiple overtimes.
You go
like
into-
please, somebody
well,
win.
no, there's only one in football. In
Okay,
college
yeah,
football,
yeah.
there's multiple.
Yeah, right. It'll
But
just
like,
keep going.
regardless though, it just doesn't. Ending in a tie doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's 1-1 or 0-0. You're telling me nobody can make something happen?
Yeah, I feel you. There's got to be something to it though, because they die hard about that sport. Like there's
Yeah.
just something
That's-
insane that I don't know.
It's the biggest sport in the world.
Maybe we just
It's the
don't
biggest sport in the
understand.
world,
especially
so
in
it's-
Europe, right? Like
Oh,
where
for
you
sure.
guys
Around
were.
the
like,
world.
especially
And they
Around
don't
the
have American
world.
football teams to be passionate about.
Right.
And
Is there any American player that's on a foreign team that's nice?
There's a couple.
soccer?
Yeah.
I don't remember their names though. There are a couple. We have a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulisic, whatever that white boy.
I don't remember their names. I'm bad.
Not
I
in
don't
the
watch it
MLS.
enough.
I'm talking about like in some Euro league or some other league.
Yeah, like they're from the US.
They're from
but
here,
they-
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a few, but I
I'm
just-
sure there's
I don't
plenty of
watch
those
enough.
because it's sort of the same thing like with basketball, right? Like Europeans would rather come play over here if they're that good. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nigerians, whatever.
Christian Pulisic, this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like the same thing happens vice versa.
He,
like, people are going to leave the
yeah.
U.S. if you're that good.
He plays for AC Milan.
Right.
So that's a
Like,
real
'cause
good.
for
You're gonna
what?
go play for the best league if you're.
You're
that
going to go
nice.
play for the best league. Why
Yeah.
would you play in the MLS?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to prove yourself anyways. Yeah.
But I mean, either way, like, I feel like we got to go to a soccer game.
I'll go to a game.
I'll go to a game.
I'm down. I've
Yeah.
been to a few.
Yeah.
You have like
Yeah.
DC United type shit.
No, I've been to. I watched Germany and London play each other. Either Germany and London or Germany and Mexico. It was an exhibition game, and it was in DC. It was
That's
like
tough.
10 years ago, but it was lit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like it's more lit because of the fans.
The
Yeah,
fans
exactly.
are way more
Yeah.
lit at those games than like,
Exactly.
They make
Yeah.
it more lit.
Yeah,
the
like-
actual game is, yeah.
Well, no, I think soccer fans are more lit than almost
Any
Yeah.
sport.
most sports.
Yeah.
Mo-
Especially when they get
they're
the
up there.
fucking
They're like on their
smoke
feet
shit.
damn near the whole game.
Yes.
and the chants.
Yeah, they're in sync.
I'm telling you, we got to
It's
go.
live. Wait, hold up. Y'all ever see what is it? Basketball in Serbia?
Nah.
Bro,
Oh,
the fans
no.
there are live.
And they got like fire everywhere.
Oh
Nah,
my
that
god,
shit
they were
is
shooting
dope,
fireworks
bro.
indoors, bro.
It looks
they
different.
are
It looks
live.
different.
Bro, pull
If
up
you
a-
could pull that up,
Yeah.
please.
Serbia.
That shit is dope.
Serbian basketball.
Isn't that where
fans.
Jokic is from?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
That's probably why this shit is so easy for him. This
Yes.
nigga's playing in America, just like, oh,
yes.
nobody's throwing things.
What?
Holy shit.
This is a basketball game.
Yo, save this link, bro.
Bro, why
it's
does this look like
crazy.
a Game of Thrones basketball game?
This is like at Hogwarts.
Oh my god. Yo,
Nah,
like
that's
it.
lit.
Like the
But the
video. or
vibe is
something.
dope. Like the
Yeah.
lighting, like that shit's dope.
That shit's lit.
It's lit, bro.
Oh no, that's an outdoor game.
Well, this one's outdoor. There's some that are indoors that are just like
The devil is fucking judging this game. Whoever wins gets out of hell.
It's for real. Nah, imagine, bro. That would be so lit, bro.
You're playing for your soul.
They should make 2K
You gotta-
have international games.
you
like
gotta
this.
pick one of the.
That'll
indoor
probably be the
games.
next
That shit would be fire.
2K International. Will go,
Yeah,
will
bro.
go crazy.
Wait, pick one of the indoor ones, like the on the left. Yeah.
Oh, they losing it.
Look at
It's like it's like soccer.
I'm telling you. Imagine trying to shoot a free throw.
Bro, this is why Jokic and Luka are so American basketball is so easy.
Is
for
Luka
them.
from the same country?
Now Luka's from Slovenia.
Slovenia.
But he played in leagues like around the world.
No, Luka's from Serbia. Jokic is from Slovenia.
No, Luka's from Slovenia.
Yeah, Luka's from. Y'all seen
This looks
Shaq talking about what they were asking Shaq whether
Slovenian
Jokic could beat him?
Yeah.
Slovenian chicken.
Holy
So he got
bro.
the country wrong then.
Yeah, he said Serbian chicken. Where is he from? Serbia? Serbian chicken.
That looks crazy, bro.
Yeah, it looks like a soccer stadium.
See, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Fire. Dude, it's just everywhere.
Bro, that is so lit though.
See, even the nosebleeds are lit. Bro, America, we need to...
America can never.
We need to lock
Even the
in,
football games aren't like that.
We need to lock in. That's because people go to
The
basketball
next
games.
The next GOAT might be from somewhere else.
And the NBA, people go to those games for IG.
Yeah.
They go sit in the front.
The
with their
NBA
fit.
games don't get lit until playoffs.
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you. I
it.
think
But
South
not like
Sudan
that.
might fuck around and win the next basketball.
South
World
Sudan,
Cup.
yeah, they look good last
Nigga,
time.
they're probably practicing their ass off after
Don't they
that.
have
USA, yeah.
who was their coach again? Like, was it Ibaka or something?
Serge?
No, one of their coach is like a former player.
Luol Deng.
Something
Might
like
be
that.
Luol Deng.
Might be Luol Deng. Shit.
Damn.
Gotta be Luol Deng.
Wait, what else was it that we were going to talk about with sports again?
The
soccer stuff.
NBA playoffs are starting. So the NBA playoffs begin April 19th. The schedule is out. Looks like
But I think there's
OKC got.
elimination games today too.
Oh, I don't know about that. Oh yeah, there's playing tournament, but playing tournaments like it's.
I kind of
those are
want
the
to see
shitty
those games.
teams.
Isn't no, because for the West, it's all seeds 4 through 8 still being determined today.
Oh, wow. Lakers in 5.
I guess like what I'm seeing right now. The bracket right now is
March Madness still going?
Well, can you pull up the what's it called? Lakers in 5.
Shannon Sharpe.
Lakers
in
in
5.
That shit kills me.
Oh,
every
you're
time.
talking about NBA playoffs, right?
yeah.
Just type in Lakers in 5, Shannon Sharpe or something like that.
Yeah, the top.
Yeah.
Lakers in 5. What do you say?
Oh, the Shannon Sharpe Lakers in 5.
Chris Paul, Cliff Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Lakers in 5. Waka Flocka.
Tyler Hero, superhero, guitar hero.
Guitar hero.
You can have a pause, you can get a guard. Lakers in 5. CP3, C3PO, it doesn't matter. Star Wars and Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia, bring them on. That's who he is.
Lakers in 5.
Phoenix Sun, Capri Sun, Mohegan Sun. Lakers in 5. Right side, back side,
Sunny side.
They got gluten free. They got all that kind of stuff that you eat. You eat a slice of pizza. So what you want?
I eat one slice a week.
Okay, what you want?
Cheese. That's all.
I miss him in
hear
skit.
it in the store.
I got that for you. Mine will have like barbecue chicken, bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon? You don't put bacon in your body.
Why not?
The worst thing you could put in your
I
body.
love hog.
It's fried fat.
I eat everything on the pig except the squeal.
Huh.
Oink.
What is wrong with this nigga? He's
But
so
man,
country,
like the
bro.
the turnaround of adding Jimmy Butler to the Warriors is crazy though, yo. Like they were on like at one point they were on like a 12-game winning
Yeah,
streak.
Warriors
Like,
got the 6th seed right now.
Warriors got the. I think they're gonna lock in and get the get a playoff spot regardless. I think they can go deep, bro. Like with even some of the young talent.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson hurting. His feelings hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he was hurt when he left. I think even with them making it or not making it, I think he was hurt, bro. So what's the? Can you tell us the seedings? Can you tell me the seedings on each side
Yeah,
right now?
so it's gonna be on the West. The 8th and 7th seed are still undecided, but OKC got the 1st seed, so they'll play the 8th.
Damn.
Let's see. Rockets got the 2nd seed. They'll play the 7th. Lakers got the 3rd seed. They're scheduled to play the Warriors. That's gonna be a good first
gonna
series.
be a good matchup.
Nuggets got the 4th seed. They'll play the Clippers.
Nuggets got that.
So who's the play-in tournament? Because I think from there,
Yeah, so basically for the West, it's the Grizzlies versus the Mavs. That'll be a good. Oh no, not the Grizzlies versus Mavs. Grizzlies versus the Timberwolves.
Okay.
So that's 7th and 8th, and then 9th and 10th is the Kings and Mavericks. But I think if the Mavericks win out these next few games, they might.
That's gonna
be
be
able
the
to move
worst.
up.
That's gonna be the wackest series of the whole shit.
Yeah.
What about
I
the
think
East?
AD's still injured. Cavs got the first seed in the East, so they'll play the 8th.
Damn.
Yeah, the
Let's
Cavs had a
see.
crazy turnaround, but a lot of people are talking about they're fraudulent.
Yeah, basically, so the
Yeah,
people.
they're not. Are they gonna beat Boston? Fuck no.
The
Are they
teams,
gonna beat
wait.
Orlando even.
Now
Orlando's
go ahead, read
pretty
down the
alright.
line.
The teams
Yeah.
that are fighting for the 8th seed to play the Cavs are the Bulls, the Heat, the Magic, and the Hawks.
Okay.
So
what's
I
2
think the
through
The
7?
Magic probably get that.
Let's see. Celtics got the 2nd seed. They'll play the 7th. Knicks got the 3rd seed. Damn. So they play the Pistons.
Yeah, Cat's been
the
going
Knicks
crazy.
are nice.
Yeah, Cat's been going crazy all year. From what I heard.
Pacers got the 4th seed. They'll play the Bucks. That's going to be a good series. I like
Pacers
Giannis.
might be the
I
most
hope-
boring NBA team to me ever.
The Pacers?
Like every
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
especially without Paul George.
They're a
I've been like,
defensive
ew.
team. They're a defense first team.
Yeah.
Point guards like that. What's his name?
Halliburton. He's on and off though. Like he
Yeah,
had that.
I
His
seen him.
rookie year was crazy.
Is that the dude that likes the white girls?
Yeah. Yeah, he be with the snow bunnies.
Who else? After the
Halliburton.
Pacers?
No, that's it. So the Cavs get the 8th. Cavs play the 8th seed. Celtics play the 7th seed.
So
Knicks.
7 and 8 seed haven't been decided.
Yeah,
but what about
so-
5 and 6?
Yeah, so the Milwaukee Bucks are the 5th and the Pistons are the 6th. So the Pistons play the Knicks and the Bucks play the Pacers.
Who's that guard for the Pistons? That's Cunningham, ain't it? Kate
Yeah.
Cunningham?
Yeah, he's like that.
Yeah, I heard he was hooping this year.
He's like that, yeah. For sure.
All right, who do we think? Let's finals predictions.
So
Finals.
I gave up on like the whole idea that there's an NBA script. I don't think there is. I think the Thunder, they're too young. I think they're OD good. Like,
But they made
get
it there last year though too. I think this might be their time.
I think
so too.
I think
Not to win it necessarily. I think it'll be at least a Final Four, in my opinion, on the two on the West side. I think it's going to be Thunder and the Lakers.
Nah.
And if it's not the Lakers, it's going to be the Warriors.
I think the Warriors are gonna beat the Lakers.
Yeah, me
6.
too. I think
Whichever
Warriors.
one comes out of that series is going to be the one going against the Thunder. in my opinion.
Actually, wait, hold on. Nah, because I keep forgetting the Lakers got Austin Reeves, bro. Austin Reeves is their, like, if Luka and LeBron don't want to score, Reeves can still score.
Yeah.
The Warriors don't really have that third, fourth option.
They got some young talent from what I saw.
But it's not like Reeves is a certified 20 points a game. Like,
Yeah.
that's what the Warriors were missing.
Yeah.
And
that's
I
true.
don't even know who their big man is.
Me neither.
Yeah, and bro, I seen Jackson Hayes jumping
I
out the
just think
gym
Steph Curry's
too.
gonna do some Steph Curry.
Yeah,
shit.
I honestly feel like
And Jimmy Butler's
Yeah,
gonna show
Butler.
his ass, no homo.
Butler, he be going crazy in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't
He's
know.
like, I got Steph Curry. Nah. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I guess. Damn, this hard. But I'm gonna pick. I don't know why. Wait, is Jalen Green injured?
He was, I think.
don't even think that
don't
Because
know.
how the fuck are the Rockets the 2nd seed?
They're like that. From what I heard.
Like-
they have that one kid they drafted last season, not this past one, but the one before.
They're
That's been
sneaky,
hooping out of his
bro.
mind.
The twin?
The Thompson or whatever.
They
I'm in
sneaked
Thompson, I think.
Bro, they're the 2nd seed in the West.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's the top 2 teams are the youngest teams in the NBA. That's insane. So I'm not gonna go with them though. I'm gonna go with the
Hey,
Nuggets.
who has the worst record in the league right now? Don't tell me the Jazz
Wizards.
took it from us.
The Wheeze.
The Wizards.
Double check the Jazz record.
Let me see.
Because at one point, like I checked like a week ago, and they had one less win than we did.
Who the fuck is even in the draft coming up?
Bro, Cooper Flag.
Who's that?
That white boy is nice. He
Oh
plays for
damn,
Duke.
yeah. The
Oh, I remember who you
the
talking
Wizards have one more win than the Jazz, so the Jazz are the number 1 worst.
Yeah, we're kind of tough.
Yo, we're 18 and 64. That's
18
fucking
and
ridiculous.
64. Can you imagine? That's so much worse. It's one thing to have a losing season in football, right? Like you only have to go through this 17 times.
All right.
In basketball, losing 64
You can have a
games,
10-game losing streak multiple times in a year.
Yeah, like you're
In the
18
season.
and 64.
Yeah, that's
that
great.
means you tried 72 times, and out of 72, you got 18.
Well, 82.
82.
Yeah.
Tripping. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like going to work every day.
For my
and
finals,
you just didn't perform.
my finals pick though,
It's like missing a deadline every day.
Yeah. Except you finally get one every like 2 months. Oh, hey, look at you. Gold star.
I got the Nuggets out of the West. I think Jokic is just gonna show his
Certified,
ass. And then give me the Nuggets, and I think the Celtics are gonna make it again.
Everybody's healthy on the Nuggets.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, I think the only one is in question is Murray.
Yeah, but like they've been playing well even
They've been
without
balling
him.
without him.
Question for y'all. Do y'all think that Jokic can hoop with Shaq?
No. I saw a story about that. No,
Like prime.
I don't think he has.
Prime,
yeah,
no.
prime for prime.
Prime for
because
prime.
Jokic is
Shaq
one
was-
dimensional. He's only good on offense.
I feel like for some reason they're almost giving off this idea that Shaq was slow. He wasn't.
no, in his prime.
But I think he could even keep up with Jokic on the perimeter.
Shaq moving full speed. Jokic is not stopping.
He's
Jokic
not.
can't.
He's
Jokic
too
can't
fast.
stop
He's way more
Anthony
athletic
Davis.
than Jokic.
Even not even full speed. Like if he gets 2-3 good steps, he's doing whatever he wants.
I actually think that he's dunking on Jokic.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Without hesitation.
AD did.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if AD can get 40 on Jokic, what do you think prime Shaq is gonna do?
Yeah.
Shaq's gonna bump him easy, nigga.
Yeah.
Serbian
That's the thing.
moves fast.
Like,
Serbian chicken.
Yeah.
but I do think.
But the shooting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
shooting.
You read my
Nigga.
mind.
Jokic could probably cook him up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He'll shoot the
Jokic
lights
will put
out.
up points.
Yeah, because
shoot the
Jokic
lights
can
out.
shoot threes. Like Shaq's not. He don't want to guard the perimeter. Like,
Yeah, but in a
And I don't think Shaq is quick enough for the adjustment.
To
If
close
Jokic
out.
fakes and Shaq bites on it,
that's
he's
his.
done.
Yeah.
He's done.
But yeah, prime Shaq is Dustin.
But he's still dusting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want it to seem like Jokic can't score if in that situation, but
He can.
I think Jokic. I don't see him as some like tough defensive presence for one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he probably is good enough, but like,
If they
He's
play
not
three,
Shaq
if they
level.
play 3 games 1-on-1, I think Jokic wins one.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see.
And that's the game where his shot is just on.
He's just
like,
making everything,
And
and then
5 on
Shaq's just like, what the fuck?
5-on-5 would be a whole different thing too. I think Shaq would be cooking him on
frying
5-on-5.
him.
Yeah,
He's getting
yeah.
every rebound probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably
No one's boxing out Shaq.
Because what does Jokic have, like
you
a 4-inch
imagine
How do you
range?
got the-
spreads his
Yeah.
feet?
How the fuck are you
Give me the ball.
boxing out
can
Shaq,
hop.
bro?
You're not stopping Shaq.
Serbian chicken. Cool.
Yeah, come on now.
So the only thing between me and the rim is him.
That's your Shaq voice.
Give me the ball. The ball's this big.
Nah, yeah, no one's beating Shaq, bro. There was some sad recent news in sports news that the LSU receiver, Kyren Lacy, apparently found deceased.
Yeah, he committed suicide. He was
That's what the
he was
reports
involved
are,
in some
right?
kind of a car accident thing. So, and apparently that car accident ended up with somebody dying, and I think
Let
he
me
wasn't
see.
the one driving. Can you pull up an article?
Yeah, it said he was. Let's see. So he was accused of causing a crash that killed a 78-year-old man back in December, and then he fled the scene without rendering aid or calling authorities. So in January, he turned himself in.
I think I know why. He was probably fucking lit on something.
Maybe. He turned himself in to authorities in January, and he was released on bail. And then, let's see. So the Louisiana Sheriff's Office record indicated that he was charged with negligent homicide, felony hit and run with death, and reckless operation of a vehicle. So they basically... a grand jury was to begin hearing evidence in the case this Monday. So, let's see. He was allegedly driving a 2023 Dodge Charger on a Louisiana highway and passed vehicles at a high rate of speed, crossing the center line and entering northbound lane while in a designated no passing zone. And then, yeah, he had a head-on collision with the man.
Yeah.
Damn.
And there was before this happened, they were talking a lot about him being like back end first round pick like top end second round pick, and even Washington being interested to
they
pair
put-
him back up with Jaden Daniels.
JD, yeah.
And he was like that.
Dude, he was lucky
was
to
like that.
a head-on collision. He's lucky he even survived.
yeah.
Like I mean, take walk away from a head-on. That's insane.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why
I
hit and
mean-
run? Why did he flee the scene?
Yeah, it said he drove around the crash scene, fled without stopping to call emergency services or anything.
I think people do a lot of weird things when they're shocked.
Yeah,
They
maybe.
just they don't act rationally sometimes. It's just,
It had to be.
I don't know.
Plus, yeah,
He had enough sense to flee the
flee,
scene.
yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I have no clue. I'm saying like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I think some people when they that fight or flight kicks in and
We're
people
all
just
different.
make wrong decisions.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy
insane.
though. He declared for the draft, right? He declared for the draft in December,
Yeah.
2 days after the crash,
Yeah.
which is
Probably thought he was gonna skate by without getting found out.
He probably thought no one would find out. Maybe it's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it's terrible.
all the surveillance though there is nowadays, the only confidence you should have is if you were driving somebody else's car, somebody that doesn't know you, because the cops will go to their house and they'll be like, "Who was driving your car that night?" And
Yeah.
they're willing, they're gonna be like, "I'm not going to jail for this guy."
Yeah.
But he was driving my fucking car.
Yeah.
What happened? Like,
It's got to be tough for his family because like there was a lot of promise for him, to go to the NFL, like all this stuff, and then
And regardless,
in the past,
this is
like
a kid.
the past 5
he's 24.
months, the past 5 months have just been like a complete disaster.
And then he ends up taking his own life.
That's what I'm saying. Like the past 5 months from December till now, it's like all of this
he
happening.
probably already been going through depression from that moment. That him
yeah,
going
because I'm sure he's even thinking back on it, like, how could I do that? Why would I do that? This, that, and the third. So it's.
I think he was. This is just my guess. I have obviously no evidence, right? I think he was taking the lesser of two outcomes. I think he hit the dude because either he was fucking on some crazy drugs, and maybe there was some shit in the car where he's like, I cannot get caught up right now. I'd rather flee the scene and deal with this later. At least I won't. This stuff won't be on my name, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I just think that I feel like that's what happened. Because if you genuinely just got in a car crash, why would you not help somebody?
Yeah.
Unless you had something that you were hiding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if you have all this in your future that you're worried about.
That's true.
Like,
well, we don't know how he passed though. I don't know if were they saying it's suicide?
Yeah.
That's what they're alleging. Yeah.
Okay. So it's alleged.
This literally
suicide.
just happened
Yeah.
like yesterday or a day ago.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, Melo. It's like, even if it's shock, it's like most people that are shocked by a car crash don't.
He turned
usually just
himself in
leave.
months later, right? So even
he
feels shock.
turned himself. Yeah, he turned himself in a month later.
Yeah, even shock will go away after a few hours.
Yeah.
You could be like, what happened to that dude?
Yeah, what the fuck
Imagine that was your
happened?
mom, got hit and run.
Yeah.
You would not give a fuck about
There's
that nigga
no
ever
way
again.
he wasn't thinking about it like those next 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
It's terrible.
Hey, man. Thoughts and
terrible.
prayers to him and
the families involved.
yeah, even
just
LSU,
everybody.
all of them.
Yeah, man,
The
rest in peace.
and another crazy thing. And did y'all see that helicopter crash?
Yeah, I
in
saw
New
the
York?
video on Twitter. Insane.
Dude,
That shit is wild because I still I've seen a lot of videos, but I still haven't seen or heard anything about like the exact reason for it.
I don't know the exact reason. The only thing I heard was that one of the rotors came off.
I heard that too, but why? Right?
I have no clue.
Hold on.
I don't know
I got an
anything
article on
about
it. So
helicopters, honestly.
Because the clip, there's two clips. One of the front part of the helicopter, and then you see the.
So the helicopter took off. This is a article from USA Today. The helicopter took off from a heliport in downtown Manhattan for an aerial tour of the city. You know how you can do those. That's even
I'm never doing
crazy,
that
bro.
shit ever.
Because you be thinking like, yo,
Fuck that.
maybe with your girl or whatever, like to do a helicopter tour, whatever.
Fuck that.
Shit. After this, taking an area for an aerial tour of the city, and let's see, it was operated by New York Helicopter Charter Inc. and all that shit. So it flew over the Hudson, and it turned south when it reached the George Washington Bridge. It crashed at about 3:15 p.m. and it landed upside down in the water near Lower Manhattan, just off Jersey City. Let's see. It said officials haven't determined the exact cause of the crash, but aviation experts said the video of the crash appears to indicate a catastrophic failure of the helicopter's rotor, which was seen detached. Damn, it fell off in the video?
Yeah, you can see it go flying.
Thank God it didn't land in the street or in traffic.
For real, yeah.
Death toll could have been way worse.
Yeah, they got everyone. It was 6 people killed. The pilot, a family of 5 visiting from Spain. That's sad.
It's terrible. I think the pilot was like a ex-Navy SEAL or something.
Is it? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the pilot here, but yeah, I mean, the pilot had 788 hours of flight time as a pilot and had a commercial pilot certificate. He was a Navy veteran, and he recently moved to New York. So it's like, I don't know. Was this like just a missed checkpoint with the? I don't even know what a rotor is.
It's the things that spin.
Oh shit! That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Imagine never landed in the street.
Yeah.
While it's fucking
And
spinning.
it's engineered to have enough blades to keep you at balance. So you throw one of them off.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's a.
I don't know how
tragic.
helicopter
Fuck these
maintenance
helicopter
goes.
tours, man.
Yeah, I'm never doing a
I just
helicopter.
don't want to go
tour.
in helicopters anymore.
I have no desire in my heart to hop in a helicopter.
Even if it just feels way too open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to get in a hot air balloon.
It's just too shaky. It's too small
what?
for me.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
And the only thing that's keeping y'all up is that little
Yeah.
thing. Like, nah, I'm good.
If I want an
Bird flies in it.
adrenaline rush, I could just piss my girl
I'll
off.
stay my ass in a nice plane.
Feel on edge.
Yeah.
Need a little bump.
Shit.
Feeling
bro.
risky.
Yeah.
Punk.
Nah, I'm good off the helicopters. I'm good.
Hey man, thoughts and prayers to.
It's crazy
all
how
those
like
involved.
in all these shits why I don't know why don't they have parachutes?
Like parachutes ready for them. Maybe it was going down too fast. They didn't have time to
Yeah.
like jump out.
Well, the thing is, you
never know which way you're jumping. Either.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
if you jump out and the rotor like hits you, it's like
yeah.
you're
Yeah, but it's better to have it than to not. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I
It's like an airplane. You don't know how shit's gonna happen, but they still have some breathing. They have some stuff to like help
So
you
you're saying
potentially
that there
survive.
there should be there should be like a quick way in case of a crash.
For me,
to-
if you're traveling above a certain number of feet,
yeah.
Shit.
I feel like it should be mandatory. You have a parachute under your desk, or you're wearing
Or
it.
you're already wearing
Yeah.
it.
Give somebody some last lifeline.
Maybe I'm pretty sure
know what I
they're
mean?
wearing something.
No, they're not wearing parachutes.
I don't think so, bro.
They're not wearing parachutes on a helicopter.
So they're just like in the regular street
Yeah,
clothes?
yeah. You're just in your clothes and
Nah,
you're
that's
seatbelted
crazy.
in.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
God forbid you pull that too early.
yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, I agree because I think everybody's had that thought when you get on a plane. Is like, why do we not all have like something under the
Something
seat
ready.
or something?
Aren't they engineering like a way that the plane like will
Have its own parachute.
split
Yeah,
up and
something.
then it'll have
Something like we need some engineering solution.
How
because,
has that not been like?
I don't know, but
It's
here's
not
the
a priority.
thing.
Probably too
Yeah,
expensive.
here's the
That's
part of the problem of like I feel like giving people the option of parachutes is like
you never who's gonna just decide.
yeah,
to
like just
jump
open
out.
the door and just jump, or like you have to I guess train people how to even
Use it.
But I
So
feel
like
you could
we
just
need
get
to
a
like
video for that, like because
I think so.
I know that physically, at least speaking, not that
It doesn't
without
look
any-
hard.
You just if you can do this, like you're good.
Yeah.
At least physically speaking, but I imagine you can't be upside down and pulling the thing because then
Yeah, it's gonna.
Right,
It's not
you
gonna
might be
work
kind of
right.
cooked.
You ain't
at
get
that point,
tangled
right?
in it.
What do you mean upside down?
Yeah,
Like if
get
you're
careful.
falling backwards,
Yeah,
right?
falling
Like
down.
and the thing comes
Parachute's
out that
not
way.
gonna work if it's going down.
There's a reason they have
It's not
people
gonna
trained
go
to do it.
down.
Nah, if you're
Even if you're backwards, once you pull it, it's gonna end up going up because of gravity. You know that, right?
I never
The
seen
parachute's
it.
not gonna still be under you, and you're just falling directly.
I never
below it.
seen it though. Anytime I see
I don't know
someone
how
else-
that
Just,
works.
just think about it. Use your logic, all of you, please.
Yeah, but what if you
It
get
doesn't matter
tangled?
what direction you're facing.
But if you're falling at a fast enough rate, you
get
might
tangled.
fall into the parachute before it can catch the air.
Like you get tangled.
it
in
might not expand, but you're not gonna be above, and the balloon part is under you at any point.
No,
It'll be the other way around.
I'm not saying that it'll it'll actually expand properly.
That's like
going
wearing a
beneath
cape
you.
and saying, "Oh, the cape's just gonna stay perfect." No,
No, what I'm saying is I don't know if it'll expand properly, right? Like if it catapults this way, right? And
it's not gonna catapult this way, is what I'm saying. Maybe for a split second, but it immediately will go up. Will go up, and you will be under it.
I don't know the science of a parachute.
Yeah.
I just think that there's a reason when you go skydiving.
I know science. I don't need no science of a parachute.
No, I mean, I'm thinking of it even like with a bed sheet. Like, you know, if you...
Right.
You know, it's going to be inverted
But that's
for a
different,
little
though,
bit.
I feel like.
It's going to be inverted. It could be inverted for a little bit. I'm sure.
Don't forget you're falling.
Yeah.
You're not pausing, opening it, and then falling again. As soon as you open it, you're still falling. The parachute part is immediately going to go up.
Yo, we should test
You're going to
this
be
out.
hanging from it.
I will never
We
go
should
skydiving.
test it out.
I'll never go skydiving.
We can do an experiment if y'all really need this. If y'all really want it.
Wait, nah, you got to do it because you're standing on business.
Do what? I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use a small example.
Nah, you just got to jump
show
face
you.
first.
Yeah, go off to the top of the house.
I do think the better solution is
Go,
the thing.
Melo, go.
The engineered, like, you know, like give a parachute to the like parts of the plane.
There has
You know?
to be something, yeah. Like,
Because
that
like
prevents these.
Because
Too many crashes.
I just
going
know if 300 people jump out of a plane, half of them aren't gonna do it properly,
I think-
and they're all just fucking
Yeah.
splatting on the ground.
And imagine trying to come out of the same one door
Yeah,
that's
everybody's
available
pushing.
for 300 people. And
Everybody's pushing each other.
it's just a whole bunch of little droplets of people
fucking
falling out the sky.
So I don't think like people should jump, but it's like if you end up in the air,
Yeah.
it's like at least you have a parachute.
Yeah,
You have an
at least.
option.
Yeah, you got an
chance.
option.
You have,
You have an option.
Yeah, you have an option.
But
Instead
I'm
of just
also
like,
thinking
fuck.
that like science, like engineer wise, like this is me just, you know, thinking when a plane is moving at that speed and the plane is like crumbling or coming apart or whatever, I don't know if jumping out is all that easy. You get what I'm saying?
I think
for how
actually, I
fast?
think it'll like if there's a big enough opening, you'll get sucked out of the plane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that I think is more likely than us
And then
single
imagine-
file line.
All right, guys. Yeah, because that shit's moving at like 500 miles per hour. It's not like a regular skydiving.
Wait your turn.
Yeah. No, you definitely.
Just like the pool and the what's it called? The slide, water slide or whatever. Wait.
no.
Okay, now
Yeah.
you go.
You're definitely not going out of the side of the plane because they got to make a new thing in the back. Because imagine you jump out and you go through the engine, and now you get cut
getting
up.
sucked out. Just
You
the
know?
pure shot.
You just get blended by the.
Fuck.
You got to jump out the
Yeah,
back.
you probably
of the
won't be
plane.
able to. You probably lose your breath.
Yeah.
Your wind for a second.
Yeah, you got to jump out the back of the plane or something.
I'm pretty sure there's a safe height to parachute
Jump out.
from,
Oh, true.
like where an actual commercial flight is versus a skydiving flight
Yeah, yeah.
height.
Yeah.
Because
You'll probably freeze or you won't breathe.
you're a whole different temperature when you're up there.
Yeah, you can't breathe and all that. That's insane.
I say I wouldn't like. I feel like it
Okay,
would
I have a
be-
flight next month. Can we like talk about something else?
Bro, I
This
got
shit's
one,
scary as
I
fuck.
got one in like 4 days.
Yeah, bro. Like, please.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie
Nobody's
to you. I
parachute.
can't. I'm scared to fly for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
My
of
flight's
these-
in
when
New
the next
York,
time.
and I'm just like
Why are you flying to New York?
Rochester.
Oh, you're going to.
Yeah, no, you know I don't like to. If
The
I can at
remote
any point
village.
avoid a plane, I'm going to do it.
You went to a remote village.
Yeah,
Is that more east of New York? I mean,
North-
or west of New York?
west,
Northwest. So what's
slightly,
that close to like
slightly
Vermont?
west,
Close to like,
like
Vermont.
2 clicks.
Are you taking any detours to like the city?
Nah,
Anything that's not New York City that's in New York sounds like
It doesn't
a part
exist.
of Pennsylvania or something.
probably where
like the
Courage the
middle of
Cowardly
no-
Dog lives.
Yeah, like the middle of nowhere.
I just feel like it's all mountains
Dum,
and shit.
dum, dum,
Yeah.
dum, dum, dum.
Nah, you got to find a way to get you a chopped cheese somewhere. Go to like a deli or like go to some bodega or some shit.
Yeah.
I know there's hella like
You think?
bodega
I feel
shit
like
out
like upstate New York, they're probably very different than New
Yeah,
York.
it's
City.
a whole
But they
different
definitely
country.
got they,
Yeah.
they probably got some of the same food though, like because there's still hella
I
Puerto
don't think so.
Ricans.
I don't
In
think so.
Rochester, it's not diverse.
I can't tell you. I've never been.
Outside
I don't-
of
yeah,
New York City.
I'm guessing. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Outside of New York City is it's different. That's what I'm saying. It's,
It's
like
a completely different.
Yeah, you're
place.
talking about like the middle of nowhere.
Damn.
Benny the Butcher and them from like Albany. They're from like the capital or some shit.
You think they all still have the same accent? Like they still got the
Nah,
New York accent?
Not the
no?
New York accent. I don't
Damn,
know.
Listen,
that's
listen to
crazy.
the Benny the Butcher.
Oh yeah,
and
he
all them
does. Yeah,
niggas.
he sound different. Yeah.
Yeah, he sound more like us. I feel
Yeah, he
like.
kind of has a DMV sound. Damn. Well, I mean, good luck on y'all's flights.
All
Hey
right,
man,
folks.
I'm gonna lock in
Just make sure you know how to use a fucking parachute.
for real.
What else we got?
Quick question on that though. Would y'all ever skydive?
Hell no,
Never.
Me neither.
never.
Never.
Wait, you wouldn't?
Never.
But the
Never
skydiving
skydive.
shit is different from a fucking
don't
falling out of a
care.
plane.
I
No,
don't
yeah,
care.
I'm saying I'll never skydive or do a hot air balloon.
Or
any
you
of that
just you
shit.
scared of like
Actually,
a
y'all
like
just reminded me of a topic to bring up next week. I'm gonna add it, and we're gonna talk about it.
I'm not jumping out of the sky.
No,
Yeah, for what?
because like I get it. Some people like that adrenaline rush. I personally have no desire for it.
If God wanted me up there, He would have gave me wings. I'm not doing it.
dude, I feel like that shit would
Even
be
those roller
lit.
I'm not
coasters, the
doing
one
it.
that goes straight up and down, like I'll do it, but I think I'm beyond getting on roller coasters.
I think I'm done roller coasters too, bro.
I'm
I've seen
good.
too many freak accidents.
I'm good.
I seen
I've
one
done it
recently on like a generic, like a regular roller coaster. Doesn't do anything
All
crazy,
right, bro. Roller coaster. Your thing,
And
those,
it just got off the rails,
bro,
and just flew.
You know,
off,
those
completely
happen.
Flew off the thing.
Those happen. Those don't happen in America, bro.
Yes, it does.
What?
Yes, it
The
does.
roller coaster incidents. Most of them
Yes.
happen
Nah, it
outside
happens
of
here.
Nah,
Shit,
Six
here for
Flags.
sure.
Like
Nigga, I've been
there's
stuck
one in
on a roller
Virginia.
coaster.
16-year-old that like
I've
literally
been
when it
stuck.
dropped, he flew off.
Off
Yeah,
the
I
freaking
seen that
thing
one.
and fell all
And
the
I
way
saw
down.
the video,
Me
bro.
too. I
Like
saw
my
it too.
heart sunk. Bro.
I've been stuck
good.
on a roller coaster, but it's like that's about it.
No,
Like,
I would lose. Like
at that point, y'all like
even
come on,
in a
it's
sense,
a fucking roller
aside
coaster.
of safety, bro. I just like being stuck on a roller coaster. I really can't deal with not being in control of where I physically am. So it's going to tick me off. Like I would rather find a way to climb down than be stuck up there.
Yeah.
All right, imagine this: you're on the roller coasters where it's like the seat is like the ones where you're standing.
Yeah, where
up,
your feet are dangling?
and then it like so you're laying down pretty much.
Yeah.
it's one of those where it makes you feel like you're flying. I was stuck on that for like 2 hours.
That would drive me crazy.
Fuck that.
Like just like
I
this.
mean, I wouldn't actually climb out. I'm just saying that like
That's crazy.
That's where my mind is damn near
Yeah.
at.
it was
It's like-
locked though. We couldn't even get out.
Yeah. No, I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying that's where my mind would go. Like I don't think I would actually do it. I'm saying that like I would rather climb down at that point.
You went
than sit
home
up
after
there.
that, Melo?
I went home.
Did you go home after that?
Yeah, where else would I go?
I'm sure there was some
Let's
kids
try
that
another
went
one.
on another ride.
Oh,
after
you saying
that.
like did I go home
Yeah.
immediately after that?
Yeah.
Fuck no, I stayed.
Nah,
That was
dude.
one of those trips that we took to Six Flags with my middle school.
Oh shit!
But this
Y'all
fucking
got
janky
stuck.
ass Six Flags in Maryland, bro.
Bro,
These
all
people
the
don't give a
stories
shit about nothing
All
in
the
there.
horror stories I hear at Six
They
Flags.
just trying to get their shift. Like they just nah.
You know they be hiring the niggas off the corner. They don't know how to fucking
Yeah.
operate the
Niggas just pushing
machines.
any buttons.
Yeah,
man.
he probably accidentally just pressed stop or some shit.
Yeah, I just don't want the story of my life to end at a Six Flags.
At a fucking roller
That
coaster.
is
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
way
yeah.
my story ends.
I
I'm good.
agree.
I'm good.
Because I could have just avoided this stupid ass place.
Yeah.
And I'd be alive.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Can't put your life in the hands
The
of
food's
dumbass
overpriced.
shit. Like imagine a hot air balloon and now it's
And it's
going
trash.
down. You're like, why am I in a hot air balloon?
I've literally had people be like, "Why don't you take your girl on a hot air balloon? How about you shut the fuck up?"
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's I'm not going like that.
Don't put no.
Yeah, so how does this go in the sky? Oh, we pull this thing and then you see the flame. I'll see you later.
You're telling me I'm in a picnic basket being carried by a balloon? No,
You're in a fucking balloon, bro.
No, I'm good.
relying on a
outta here.
ast heat. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, what do we run out of gas?
Yeah, bro. Like it's gonna be that one wind that say.
Yeah.
Wait, are there ever any like actual accidents with hot air balloons?
I'm sure there are.
pretty
No,
sure
I
there's
mean,
been.
statistically speaking, like from what I read. Okay, I'm not going to bring up the whole topic, so I'm just going to say the statistics. The statistics of skydiving and accidents, and then even like accidents from skydiving that also end up fatal are even like 0.00000001, like that far.
Yeah.
So like the hot air balloon, that whatever. It's just that like I don't know what it is. It just feels like that's my luck.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fine. I
am
agree
that-
with you.
and I
Like,
just
that
don't
shit
feel
would
comfortable.
happen to us.
You know,
Why would
man,
I go do
sometimes
something I don't enjoy and I'm afraid and I spent money on? No, that's just
Like
all
you
that
didn't
doesn't add
have
up in my head.
You didn't have to be there.
Yeah, there's so much more fun things that you could do on the ground.
For real.
That's so true though.
Yeah.
And it's honestly not even like logically a smart decision. You risk your life. No matter what you say, you're risking your life.
Yeah.
For how many seconds of fun?
What about scuba diving?
I'm not doing that shit either.
Fuck
nigga.
no.
Neither.
You're
The
helpless
ocean
in the
is so
water. What are you gonna do? You see a shark?
Yeah. They talk about,
It doesn't
just
matter.
push
Well,
the nigga nose.
No, there's a no.
You'll
There's
never swim. Like, bro, you're helpless damn near in the water.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try to swim, you're moving so slow.
no, but you're not supposed to swim away from a shark. You're
What are
supposed
you
to
supposed
grab
to do?
the
Yeah,
eye.
yeah, tell me.
You're
No, tell me.
you're gonna do to
Tell
a
me so
shark.
I can survive, please. I need to hear this.
First of all,
Yoni
Tell
will
me
be
what
like,
you're gonna do to an 800-pound, 50-foot long
Yoni
sea
gonna-
creature.
y'all
Yoni
are gonna
gonna
swim away.
nah, you only gonna be like Nemo. Fish are friends, not food.
No, what I'm saying is all you can do is try to swim away.
No.
But even that, you're moving at like 1 mile an hour.
Swimming away, you're gonna get you're gonna get eaten.
All right, so what do you do?
Eaten.
Just
You're gonna first. You don't swim away. You got to grab the eye. That's like
The eye?
Didn't they
The
teach y'all
nose?
this?
Who?
The nose, you mean?
Nah, the eye.
The eye's on the sides, bro. What are you gonna do?
Bro,
You're gonna
sharks
swim
can't.
over and then be like, stop it.
Sharks
I know what
can't-
he's
you know
saying.
they can't even see, right?
He's pretty much saying to kill it, right?
Yeah.
Why'd you grab the eye though? They can't even really
The
see.
eye is
I'm
on the
gonna always
sides.
try to avoid
You're
it.
supposed to push down
If he
the
comes
nose.
back to me, then I'll kill
That's
it.
what I
Wait,
I'm not gonna.
where
go
did I
in
see to
first,
grab
though.
the? I swear I heard.
It's not the eye. The eye's on the sides. What are you? How are you gonna get there? But like,
Nah,
the
but I
whole
think he's
problem
right
is
as
the
far as-
teeth.
Maybe
and
I'm
the mouth.
maybe
No,
I'm
no, no.
messing
I think
up
the easy way to kill them is from the. You got to stab them through the. That's the only part I think you can get straight to their like artery or brain.
Oh, so you got to bring a weapon.
You need something though.
You got to bring a spear.
I mean,
I know
hey,
exactly how I'm gonna survive.
Yes,
I'm not
many
scuba
shark
diving with
attack,
sharks.
many shark attack resources recommend going for the eyes and the gills because these are the most sensitive parts of a shark's
Oh,
body.
so you're saying to kill
Come
it?
on, Melo, I got you.
So you're swinging at a shark underwater.
So you're gonna kill
You're
it?
not swinging, you're grabbing.
No, that's saying to kill it.
Basically, yeah.
So you're gonna kill
and
it.
this is before he swallows me whole.
Are you a dog?
What?
You got the dog mentality?
I wouldn't be in the water,
We're
wouldn't
saying
be in the water.
hypothetically if you went scuba diving.
and I saw a shark.
Yeah.
And I have a weapon with me.
There's no weapon, you're using your hands.
you have to try to gouge his eye
So
out
I'm
with your fingers.
gonna. I'm gonna
Nigga, you
spear
gotta
his
do
eye.
what the fuck you gotta do to survive.
So I'm gonna spear
But
his
it's
eye.
no-
that's not gonna be my first move though.
What is your first move?
I'm gonna try to get the fuck out of there.
You're trying to swim away from a shark.
I'm not gonna try to
Good
kill him
fucking
first.
luck.
Yeah, but I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
y'all,
gonna try at least.
y'all forget sharks can turn. Like they're not just gonna like, oh shit, he got me. Like he's gonna look at you, bro.
I guess it depends. Yeah, how far away do you see the shark? Because if it's like OD far, you notice it.
Okay,
like
because
OD
like
far.
even let me take it even
you
to
can you probably swim away.
to a ground like earth
No,
animal.
there's
Like the
if he wants to get you, once you've seen it, he's close enough. Once if you can physically see the shark, I don't think you understand how fast they swim, bro.
yeah.
Half their body is their strong
Yeah,
ass fin.
that's true, yeah.
Like 2 whips, they're probably already like 50 feet, 100 feet.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this is like you trying to fight a frog.
They're like a torpedo in the water, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go for the eyes.
Because even
and the
don't they
gills.
say don't run away from a dog?
because
What are you doing when a dog come after you, bro?
I'm not running.
You're not running.
What kind of dog is it?
Rottweiler.
Oh, I'm running.
Is raps.
Okay, so like, yeah, like
I'm
I mean,
always running. If you catch me after I try to run, then I'll fight.
yeah,
I'm not gonna fight first, nigga.
yeah. It's
not gonna
flight,
go
then
for his
fight.
eyes first. Yeah, like he's swimming towards me and I'm just swimming towards him. No, nigga, I'm gonna try to go the other way. And I'm like, shit, he's close. Fuck. I
Yeah,
gotta
maybe
fight
try
now.
to fake him out.
Imagine underwater trying to fake out a shark. What are you gonna do?
Hit him with,
like,
with the crossover.
Yeah.
Nah, man. If you just got to believe in yourself, man. You can do it. I wouldn't go scuba
Hit
diving.
him with the
though.
AI
Hell no.
crossover.
Yeah.
First of all, people go scuba diving and they don't even bring a knife. That's crazy.
That's
too.
insane.
I don't think you're supposed
But
to bring weapons.
I do think
Why
that
not?
isn't it like
Why?
if you end up something ends up bleeding that you're gonna attract the other sharks.
That's
like
it, yeah.
so. I guess really taking a knife down there, it's like you bought yourself a few minutes
Yeah.
if you win.
But you could put it in like a bag or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I'm
not talking
bringing
about
it.
hiding it. I'm
I'm
saying
bringing
like
it.
if you end up stabbing the shark and that thing end up bleeding,
Yeah.
that's sharks can smell it from like 100 miles away.
Well, you could
You might have
probably
bought yourself about 3.5 minutes to get out of there.
Yeah, swim straight up.
You could go
Put the
scuba
shark on
diving.
top of you, try to act like a shark. Take the dead
Did y'all
shark.
see him? I'm looking for him too.
Yeah, for real. For real. I heard their vision not that good anyways.
Oh shit! Yeah, they
They
probably
would-
wouldn't even notice.
They wouldn't even
Yeah,
tell.
they're actually very stupid animals too.
They can't even see you.
They're dumb as hell.
The only reason they go after blood.
now he's losing it.
They're like, they're looking at you. They're like, what's wrong with Johnny? He looked kind of different today.
Like the Spider-Man meme.
Can you imagine them just try, like, is this guy serious? Like, y'all see this, right?
Shit, man.
It was worth a try. Yeah, no, I respect it. I get it. I get it. Well, yeah.
All right, dinner.
All right, guys.
All right,
See y'all
guys.
later.
Time to eat.
Shit, man. Well, I guess like with scuba diving, you could go scuba diving where there's no sharks, right?
Yeah, you can.
Like,
but even dolphins are dangerous, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. What? Dolphins are known for like.
But even jellyfish
beating
sting you
shark
too. They fuck you up.
Yeah.
Jellyfish sting, right?
Jellyfish
but when
sting
you're
can
scuba
fuck you
diving,
up.
you're wearing a full suit though. Like
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't trust the.
I don't trust the
I don't
ocean.
trust it, bro.
yeah.
Like
I hear you.
there's literally depths of the ocean, like 80% of it that we haven't discovered yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Why? Like, and that's what I don't understand about people. Like, why are we trying to discover that?
Why are we curious
What do
about
we
it?
gain from? It hasn't bothered us for thousands and thousands and thousands
leave
of
them
years.
alone?
Leave them alone.
But it's our curiosity.
It's part of being a human, I think.
I feel like there's one like
We just want to conquer everything.
one like a crazy mermaid looking dude who like it's his pastime to like lay down on the ground and look up. And he's like, y'all see these dumbass humans trying to make
Dude,
their way down here.
there's got to be
There's
some.
definitely got to be
down
more
here,
to the
I'm
ocean.
Yeah.
There are a lot of mysteries, so I can understand why people might want to discover certain stuff about like marine biology or just like the ocean, right?
Yeah.
What pisses me off is like people keep going back to like the Titanic or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
We already seen
You
it.
seen that,
Yeah, like we know the story already. Like, nigga.
And then
I
even
mean,
that,
y'all
even that
seen,
torpedo, the submarine that ended up getting
submarine.
crushed
That
up and
was-
evaporated. Like,
That
it's
was
like, why did you? And even one of the kids didn't want to go,
That was terrible.
Right.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
and now
Dad forced them.
you can't even get buried, bro. Like you just evaporated.
Evaporated. Yeah.
You're
I mean,
cooked.
y'all think there's an Atlantis like SpongeBob?
A city.
You said like SpongeBob.
Remember Atlantis?
Yeah,
I don't-
but it's funny that that's the reference. Atlantis
I
was
think
like
there are.
created way before.
All I
that.
know is there's.
I think
something
there's
down
an
there we don't know
underwater
about.
world that we don't even know about.
I don't want to say that's exactly what I think is down there. I'm
So
just saying.
when people
I
say
know we
Atlantis,
don't know
though,
anything.
sometimes they mean two things. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Do you think there's a city that was super advanced, they had good technology, and then there was a major flood and now it's underwater somewhere? Or do you think it was half man, half fish
No.
living in
The
an
first one.
underwater city?
No, I think there was an advanced city that
Yeah.
just got flooded.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd buy
There's
that.
a lot of things that would probably
I
we
kind of
don't even know
believe
about.
both are a possibility. I'm not
I'd buy
gonna lie
that
to you.
because I think a lot of stuff, you know, when we like build things and stuff like it, they get overgrown. Like for example, if you go look at the Aztecs and the Mayans and stuff like that, they get overgrown with grass and stuff, and then you look and it's like, oh damn, there was a whole civilization here we didn't see.
Yeah.
So I could see the same thing for water.
Yeah.
You know, maybe just the way everything moved, water took over.
feel
So
like they
we going scuba diving?
Fuck no.
Fuck
Never.
that.
Like I wouldn't even. Like is electric eels and stuff down there? Like
That's what I'm saying.
like
bro.
why are you?
You can't
Why are
predict
you an animal
everything.
that carries current?
You
That's what
can't
I'm
predict
saying.
everything.
Like-
That's
You
how
can't
the
predict
dude.
everything in the water that's gonna happen. Like,
Kind of a like
think about everybody who
double
died.
entendre, right? To be like a fish that carries current in the current. Is that the right phrase that I'm thinking of?
Wait,
I
what?
think so.
Yeah.
That's a dad joke, bro.
Y'all really on timing. Like I didn't even understand what that joke was.
Let's move on.
He just
Only
created.
y'all got it.
He just created the joke. That's probably why.
But I heard you chuckle.
Yeah, because I fucking understand. I got where he was going with it.
Y'all are like a trio. Like y'all gotta let me in on the jokes.
He said a double entendre, current. Talking about the current of
water,
the water,
current
and then one of them
electricity.
has a current electricity.
Welcome. I'm glad you caught up.
You only heard
I feel like this is-
you only heard double entendre. He thought you said double entree.
Right.
He got hungry.
That's a.
Y'all funny as
He was like,
shit.
"Dang, I'm kind of hungry."
Oh shit.
But yeah, no scuba diving ever.
All right, no scuba diving.
I'm not gonna lie, you're still smoking me with the fake shark thing.
Thought it was a cloak.
Speaking of, since we won't go scuba diving, I guess. Speaking of group activities, well, out of all of us, who do you guys think is the actual group leader here?
Why do you always like these out of all of us questions?
Because I feel like you guys don't think about these things like I do. Because
What is
we
group leader?
are a group.
What does that even mean to you? Like exactly
A group leader. A group leader is when we walk around somewhere, someone is like, oh, he's the leader of that group.
Yoni's asking in the Jackson 5, who's MJ?
Yeah, that's a better question.
He's
for,
asking who's Michael
Essentially,
Jackson.
yeah.
That's not a question for us to answer though.
I think it is.
It's better for like other people.
I think the
who
fans
view
have
us as
to-
a group,
the
of
viewers
friends.
have to answer that.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's a
viewers are
question
people
for-
we know that like.
Who do you guys think out of me, Melo, Sam, Dowie is the group leader of WeSoCultured? Because I have my own thoughts, but I'm sure you guys have your own thoughts too. But we'll figure it out from them.
You want to express your feelings?
No, I'll express them after the
results.
After
the
results are
the
in.
viewers, one, they don't know us too well.
Yeah, it's just based off of what they've seen.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
it'd be fun to ask somebody,
someone that we know,
like when Sarah's on the pod, because she knows our group enough.
Yeah,
and she's still kind of outside a little bit. We're like,
she could.
Who do y'all think of as the leader of this group? Because I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's like it's better when someone who's like kind of close but not too close.
Yeah. You know what was driving me crazy too that I had seen is like there was some some trend going around where they were asking like where girls were talking about like, oh, my man needs to be the leader of his friend group or something, and I was like, what kind of weird shit, like mental.
That's weird.
They always find something new.
Go through.
They always find something new.
Was she
the
white?
goalpost is always moving.
You know what's crazy though? That's like all that shit is like kind of going back to what the original woman looked for. You looked for the strong man, the leadership type man. Like you're just you're going back to your roots and you're just realizing that.
I've seen girls with that.
If we go back to the roots,
female red pill.
Wait, y'all ever see there's an account on
You want
Instagram?
leadership qualities at the end of the day. That's all you're fucking saying. He doesn't have to be the leader of his friend group.
And it's and you ever notice the common denominator amongst them saying all this stupid shit?
They single.
They single.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
It's like literally having a person tell you about how to fly a plane and they're not a fucking pilot.
Yeah. You ever see the dude on Instagram that has the ick list?
Huh?
You ever see the ick list?
Ick list. That sounds familiar.
So this dude on Instagram,
there's a girl that does it, and there's guys that do it too, right?
So what the guy does though is responding to the girls. So he'll like take a video of a girl that's like, "Oh, this is my new ick," and it's like some guy doing, whatever she thinks is
iCloud
unattractive.
note, right?
Yeah, and then he'll go, and then he's screen recording, and then he's like, "Got it," and he goes over to his notes, and it's like he scrolls down,
Number
it's
like 7,498.
new ick, and he's like, "Don't ever walk downhill." Like that's like the new ick, like the new thing.
Having a pet.
Yeah,
Dude, you know what's funny? All that stuff though, I think the root of it is back to what you were saying earlier. Is the options are crazy for a woman this day and age.
Yeah,
They wouldn't be that quickly disgusted of you or turned off by you. Or they'd be able to get over certain shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you guys want to really have fun, ask any girl what is an ick. Like, don't ask her what hers is, but ask like what is it? Like
What does it mean?
in general, and the answer is
it's just another word for a turnoff.
No, for sure. But like ask like what is it in general? And if you ask any girl this, at least the responses I've got is
It's funny
it can
watching
be
them explain it
well
kind of thing.
the explanation I've got is it can be anything. So it's literally anything.
You know what we should do
anything
sometimes?
that turns them off.
We
That's
should call
scary.
somebody sometimes.
Yeah.
On the pod and just like put it on speaker. Not for now, but like
That'd be tough.
Online.
That'd be tough. Like
Shit.
oh, put it on YouTube. Let me see real quick. Let me try to find a video because I'm kind of
actually,
curious.
because it can be anything. It could be like the way
What
the
disgusting-
way
It
the
can
clothes you're
literally be
wearing.
anything.
My bad. Did I
Yeah.
like derail whatever topic you're about to get into?
No, I'm gonna after this we do the Q&A and we'll be done.
Yeah. No, it could be literally anything you do. Like anything that they just feel is like, all right, that just ruined it for me. I saw somebody like some girl say there was an ick by the way a guy walked, by the way he ran, like just anything.
name
at all.
What is an ick?
Or like blowing on your food before you eat it.
Nothing more icky than watching a guy walk out of Starbucks with a frappuccino in his hand, like sipping on his green straw. Oh my gosh! Order a black Americano.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like a man.
If you took a pic and posted it, then to me that's a little suspect. You got a frap and you selfied it.
That's
there's,
crazy.
There's
but
just a lot more homophobic women out there than
You took a selfie while you're
It's
sipping
not even
it.
a homophobic thing.
I think what she just said was damn near homophobic.
yeah,
Like,
she's basically like she's calling him zesty
gay.
for getting a frap. Like you can't call me zesty for getting a frappuccino, bro.
I can see why men are so tired of women in this generation. Y'all will make any type of videos over nothing at this point. Like a man can't even drink hot cocoa because God forbid he's sassy as fuck. A man can't even put sugar on his rim to a lemon drop drink because he's
No.
gonna be
I'm
sassy.
sorry. No.
That's
That's
a
not
little
it.
much.
I can't accept that one.
What was that one?
If I see you put sugar on your rim, nigga, you're already drinking a lemon drop.
Yeah, that's a little.
I had to
come
do a
on.
lot
And
to
you
let
had-
that go.
Yeah.
Sugared the rim.
It's acceptable if you're drinking with women.
I don't
No
ever
matter
want to
what.
see a man drinking a lemon drop.
A lemon drop.
That's passive.
What is a lemon
No,
drop?
I mean it's a sweet shot basically.
Okay.
But I
Alright,
don't
let
think
me
there's anything
rephrase.
wrong with it. You're drinking it with women.
Let me rephrase. I never want to see you order it.
The only time I've ever
Somebody
ordered
gave
it,
it to you. It's already there. Do your thing.
the only time I specifically
get
have
a,
had it is either I ordered it for women that were with me, or somebody else ordered it
it for the group.
and then gave it to me. Those are I've never been like by myself. Like,
Let me get.
could I get a lemon drop?
He's like, huh?
Yeah. Hey, can I get this one right here?
You can't ask
What?
for
Which
a
one's that?
lemon drop
This.
in a manly way.
Number 18.
But sugar in the rim is already sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little crazy.
next
All right, let's go.
Best
Next.
friend is part of the LGBTQ. Shut the fuck up. You guys are so fucking hypocritical. It's so annoying. And like, I'm so tired of watching these videos of, oh, this is an ick. No, you know what an ick is? A man who's married talking to girls while he's married. That's an ick. You guys, just pipe it down, bro. You modern day women are.
Do you ever get
There is not.
I thought there was gonna be one with more. Let's see what
Not
this
that
girl
I.
said.
Biggest ick for a guy
When he has a birthday.
when he has a birthday.
Yeah, she's just being
If he
stupid.
celebrates his birthday.
What the fuck?
Wait, this is the
This
guy.
is him starting the list.
Yo.
What is your biggest ick when it comes to dating?
Ooh, I don't like it when they spit. I don't like that.
I do that a
That's
lot.
fair.
That's not
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Wait,
But I
go
can't-
But
back,
an
go
ick, I
back,
thought
go
it's supposed to
back
be petty to some
Wait, what
degree.
it-
That's
is.
just a like you just
It
don't
is,
like.
but like at the same time though, like I kind of get it. There's certain things too for me that I feel like is that might be unreasonable. Where I'm
Wait,
just
Melo, go
like,
back.
No, but
Wait,
everybody likes and dislikes things. For me,
Yeah.
I'm thinking an ick is something that's out of the ordinary.
I mean, talking about like
And
not
a
having
little
a
petty.
birthday.
Nah,
Yeah,
these are-
that
these
that
are
is
petty
and the
things.
frap thing. But
Yeah.
spitting, I feel like a lot of people don't like
Yeah,
that.
that's gross. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like you know, you
My
could
bad.
you could
Go
look at
back.
those.
We missed it. Nah, to the same video.
What is your biggest
Yeah.
ick when it comes to
There was one
dating?
thing
Ooh, I don't
was
like it
saying.
when they spit. I don't like that. Goes through his entire camera roll. Oh my god. It is not flirting. I've seen your dog with its tongue out. Doesn't get cuter when a guy smokes cigarettes.
So having photos of
They
your
try to
dog?
kiss on the first day. It shows that they're
No,
not
I think
serious,
going
and that's
through.
an ick.
You
Hold
ever
on,
chill
pause
with
it,
somebody?
pause it, pause
Wait,
it.
I'm
and they're
so
showing you-
confused.
wait,
I'm
wait.
so confused.
Do y'all don't kiss on the first date?
Usually,
Oh, it depends. It depends how
It
the first
depends.
date
usually
goes.
no.
Yeah.
It depends.
It
I
depends.
wouldn't. I'd have to feel welcomed for it, and I'd have to know that there's like an undeniable connection.
Well, first of all, I'm never kissing a girl. I don't know that for a fact she
Yeah.
wants to kiss me back.
if this is my first, like
Yeah.
it'd have to.
I'm
be,
not just jumping out there like that.
Yeah.
Nah. If I'm going
that's a
for it,
little-
I know for a fact you're expecting it or you want it to.
So if the
something.
vibe is there,
Yeah.
And there's
but
so many
typically
factors.
no.
How long? Like a first date sometimes happens after a week of talking. Sometimes the first date happens after 3 months of talking.
yeah, it depends.
Like,
Yeah,
depends how much
'cause,
we-
Yeah, if you're
shit.
talking for a minute and then you finally see each other, you're more likely gonna kiss her.
Mm-hmm. And
But
what
if
were
it's
those
just, like,
talks
only
like?
been-
Like
yeah.
were they super
Yeah,
conservative?
yeah,
we all
true,
talking
true,
a little.
It depends.
Funny
What
enough,
was the photo shit?
That's I didn't understand that. I was like, "What do you mean?"
going through your
She
whole
said
camera.
going
Okay,
through the
so I
photo?
think that's kind. I think that's an ick for me.
She
too.
was talking about dogs.
No, she's saying going through your whole camera roll. You never chill with somebody, and like they're showing you just pictures of their camera. Oh my god, look, this one I did this.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
it's
that's
just-
crazy.
Oh
He's
my god.
showing, when he's showing,
I never
you,
do
And then
that.
it's like an hour later, and you're still
Oh.
looking at some experience or picture in there.
That's valid.
Okay,
That's
okay,
valid.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, keep
Like
going.
I get it, but it's like just space it out
yeah.
Right,
a little
right,
bit.
Right.
I sound like a dick when I said that, right?
No. I just didn't understand though. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before, and it fucking gets on my nerves, bro. Because it's kind of selfish too. It's like all about them in that moment until they stop.
Or when they think they're smarter than you. Like off the bat. Like you don't know. I'm playing. I could be playing dumb. I'm boring, and they can't hold a conversation. I had a guy.
That's valid.
Pretty much tell the waiter I was done eating when I wasn't done, and it gave me the biggest thing. One time I went on a Tinder date, and I went back to this guy's house.
All right, but you gotta
and
speak up for
He
yourself.
was like a grown man. He was like in his mid-20s, making fine money, and literally had a twin bed. Broken. It was broken. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back.
That nigga's
What
fucking.
is
That's
your
why.
biggest ick when it comes to dating?
Ooh, I don't like it when
Alright.
they
Damn.
A lot of them had valid icks.
Some of
They
those
weren't-
were. Yeah, I feel like those were.
those were valid icks.
Some of them.
But I mean, I can't say what is and isn't a valid ick. It's just
personal. I guess it is personal.
Well, you don't need to give it a new word then. It's just something you don't like.
Wait, can you pause it?
These are just random, Melo.
Yeah, I guess it is personal. Like, and some of them are trolling too. Like when they say like the
yeah,
birthday
you know they're
thing.
making some of these up.
Yeah, some of them are just trolling for the content.
You said we had a whatchamacallit?
Nobody had the ick more than Jerry Seinfeld, though. By the way, so just when y'all get a chance, this screams Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, do y'all have any icks when it comes to women?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. I mean, there's definitely things that women do that'll turn me off. I mean,
like what?
What's the pettiest one?
I mean, I feel like they're not that crazy. I think one is like if she doesn't ask you about you. Like, let's say you're going on a date and she just talks about herself the entire time. Like, that's something to me that's just like. I'll never let it get to that point, obviously. Like, I'm going to interject because I'm like, this is boring, but, you know.
Wait.
That's something that are just like, what do you, okay.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of like, I would prefer that.
That you never say a word about yourself at all?
Not never, but like, I kind of like having a little mystique. Like, because then I like when she asks, like, how come you never tell me about yourself? Then I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that.
I'm rubbing my hands like,
yeah. But you don't ever want to feel like she's never curious about you at all.
I hear you.
You know, the other thing is if you're smacking when you eat, like if you're just like.
That's exactly what I was talking about before.
Oh,
and all the comments were talking about, oh, who put unk on there, and oh, a girl can't eat. Yes, you can eat. I just don't want to hear it.
Just eat
and I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. It's
like,
gross.
You know, okay, maybe you're laughing or something, but if it's just constantly like you're just eating and like
it doesn't bother me enough if you just had a moment where like you know I saw or heard you chewing. I do it too.
That's normal.
You know, but like
the whole time.
You fucking pirate.
Are you trying to show me something? Like
I don't know.
I don't want to see that. Also, if she got boogers.
Eating like a Dothraki, bro.
Okay, so you got a couple icks.
That's not even an ick. That's valid, bro.
Yeah, that's just valid.
She just got boogies, yo.
Did any of y'all like that?
Yo, clean yourself.
Nah, yeah, you got to be clean.
We got to be grown.
Yeah, that's actually, wow.
Yeah, right?
Can you, you know?
Yeah, right.
You know?
I don't know.
Can you take care of that?
There's some icks, you know.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of something petty.
Yeah,
something petty.
There are a lot of valid ones.
Because I don't want to say what I like and I don't like.
Yeah, that's different. Ooh, I hate when when they have a really bad laugh or like an annoying laugh that you just can't stand.
Because I like to laugh.
Like
so
a
if
cackle?
your laugh sucks.
Yeah, like
a witch laugh.
Yeah,
like an evil like.
Man, that sucks. And it's like you can't really change your laugh though.
Yeah.
So that you're stuck with that laugh. So I'm gonna have to leave you at that point. I'm trying to think what else.
What if she got a goofy run?
Oh god.
That should be funny to me sometimes. If they got
like the half waddle.
Yeah, if they got a goofy run.
Wait.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
don't ever run.
Yeah. That's the thing.
At least a half decent form.
Yes, exactly. If you look like you never run.
I'm literally looking at you like my kid now has a 50-50 shot of being athletic.
No, is it crazy? I think about that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, is he gonna have potential?
Everybody thinks that.
Just give him a shot.
It's a normal thought.
Just give him a shot.
But like, I mean, I'm not the tallest guy ever, so I don't think my kid's gonna be hooping. That's for sure.
You never know.
My girl's
You never
like
know.
6 inches
You
shorter
never
than
know,
me.
bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You
look at
never
how
know.
y'all two turned out.
We got
I'm taller
real
than
lucky.
both of your parents.
We got really lucky. You never know, bro.
I don't know. But yeah,
I'm trying to think of
the
an
goofy
ick.
run. Yeah, honestly, actually, if she's unathletic,
that's an ick.
That's an ick for me.
Unathletic
this
is
is personal,
high-key
but this-
a big.
Yeah, this is for you. This is for you.
If she's unathletic,
That's your type.
Yeah, it's an ick. Yeah,
Now
because that's the
imagine
thing.
a girl.
It's one thing if it's like a here and there, or like it's Saturday, whatever. Like everybody has they need time to just chill.
Yeah.
But if it's every day,
I'm
it's
talking
like,
about majority of the time.
you don't
wild.
do
Of course,
shit.
I gotta be fair. I'm not trying to say I'm not a fucking dictator. Like you have to always be doing shit. But if majority of the time when we're together,
You're in the same
Because it
spot.
rubs off on
Yeah.
you, bro. If
that's true.
If you're always around people that are always just like never doing anything, it's gonna rub off on you on some point.
sure.
Like you're gonna now I feel like I'm gonna start just like I got nothing going on now.
Damn.
And another one, I guess that I would say is super petty, is I hate when a girl has her feet done and not her hands.
Oh yeah, come on, you gotta do both.
Yeah, it's like
you look incomplete.
There's no reason for me like one is done and the other's not.
Incomplete.
Like just wait, either have both of them not done at all, or
I have a theory about that.
What?
I feel like she's waiting for you to pay for the appointment. Like she's basically like she wants to see if it's gonna get on your nerve, and now you're just like, all right, just go get it done.
That's smart.
Yeah.
If it's my girlfriend, I'd be more than glad. But
for sure.
If not, she's gonna be like, it's not a deal breaker. It's just
these are just icks.
For girls, are there icks deal breakers though? Because the way they sound, some of them sound real passionate.
I don't think they are.
No, most of these girls, from what I've heard, the ick is the thing that now I don't see you as attractive anymore. Like this, you did this thing, this goofy walk or this weird laugh, and now I'm disgusted by you. Exactly.
Yeah, my icks aren't deal breakers. So icks are supposed to be deal breakers?
Yeah, it's like
to some degree, at least they go down a couple notches.
Exactly.
Right?
Like now this person is less attractive.
I was gonna say like
it's like ick. It's like ew. Like
one of mine is like snoring. Like if you snore, like, and I've dealt with so many girls that snore.
Give yourself
I don't
a
know
couple
why.
of years, you'll be snoring too.
But it's like it fucks me up.
Because I used to be
bit.
silent.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it just kind of fucks with me. Like I'm just like, yo, I got this baddie with
you're
me.
You're lucky if you hit 30 and you're not snoring.
Like loud.
No, there's a level. There's levels to this, so I understand where you're coming.
Like get checked. Like you should get checked. It's to a point where like it was loud, where it's like, all right, like you know how dad be snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is
kind of concerning a little bit.
Yeah.
Habesha dads, a lot of them snores are crazy. Though.
Yeah. So I mean that would be one, but it's not something where that's a deal breaker for me. But
you gonna be looking at her snoring, just
like come on, yo.
Yo, I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah. Damn, I really don't. I'm pretty like nice with my like. I don't really have a lot.
What if she got dirty nails?
I was just about to say hygiene.
Hygiene is.
So that's what I'm saying. You gotta think about it.
If I see you do a certain thing,
if it's to the point where I notice it, yeah, you're cut off.
Yeah, dirty nails. All the time, just every time.
Not even necessarily just dirty nails. Like imagine y'all go somewhere, and like, it's a place that, in your opinion, if anything fell on the floor, you would never eat it.
Yeah.
But imagine you guys there together, and then she eats false. Oh, and she took it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
You're not be like, or something else. Like you see her go taking out the trash barefoot, like walking in the street barefoot. That would blow me.
Yeah.
Like you're outside of the house barefoot, and then you come back and now the bottom of your feet are like dusty or black.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
That's gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
Also,
that's some
dookie stains.
Yeah, that's crazy. If your undies aren't clean, like come on now.
Be a lady.
You gotta do better.
Like you, construction worker, bro. Like, this doesn't really feel
Literally.
like something that happened to me in any common way.
Wait, what?
So this one wasn't common for me. It just happened to me once, and I instantly was turned off. We were like walking and talking, and she kind of laughed at something, right? And you know how they'll kind of like they kind of hit your arm or whatever. Bro, she hit me kind of hard, bro, and I was like, I'm good, bro.
She was strong. She was strong.
What, bro? Like I've seen, and I remembered even before that, like while we were sitting and eating, I saw her hands were like low key, kind of like
brolic ass,
like Hulk smash.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, nah, it's not gonna work for me.
Remember when we saw that Seinfeld thing that Melo pulled up?
Yeah, like that shit triggered me a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And,
one ick for me is if a girl has an outie belly button.
Oh,
that's it.
Really?
I can't do it.
I feel like
I can't. Yeah. Like it's just I don't know. It's kind of I don't know why in my mind it's like masculine to me.
Audi?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how big the Audi is, because there are like levels to it.
I won't look at like that's not. It wouldn't look sexy to me no more.
I hear you.
And if I can't.
That would be weird because now if you give her a hug and her Audi goes into your innie.
Yeah, or you're having sex and you keep saying,
yo. I don't even know. Is that a pause? Is that an AO?
Pause, bro.
Is that a pause?
That's kind of weird.
If she backs up, does it make that look?
And a 6-pack. I don't want a girl with a 6-pack.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
I like it needs to be a little.
6-pack.
Flat stomach is cool, but actual abs, fuck no.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
And I'm saying it from experience because many years ago, there was one girl who had that I messed with. She had a chiseled 6-pack.
Oh no!
And it was a very uncomfortable experience for me. Like it just, in my mind, like a woman should be soft. You know what I mean? And
That's
it was
fair.
just stomach was just rock hard. You feel like you could have hit her in the stomach and she would have ate it.
This kind of ties into the whole like chewing with your mouth open thing though. But like girls that'll do the triple gum pop, that drives me crazy.
Oh really?
Drives me nuts. Like you're in the middle of a conversation, see, and I'm like, I'm literally about to throw you off this rooftop.
It's a good sign though. That means she know how to use her tongue.
That's true.
So it's low key a plus, even though it's annoying. It's an ick that you could see through, right?
No, because that makes me know that like every single time you chew gum, you're going to do this. Yeah. And then if I tell you I have a problem with this, now we have a new argument.
Yeah,
I just need. That's just one of those arguments I don't want to have.
Right.
Now,
one ick I have is when a girl likes to play fight too much.
Oh yeah, no.
Cause like I cool if you had brothers growing up, but like I'm not your brother. Like
she put you in a chokehold.
Yeah, like hey, like why are you strong? First of all, like
you ever notice that they like for some reason, at least it happens to me. You guys are much like taller in stature than I am or whatever, but like every single girl I think I've been with, I think they have it in the back of their mind that they think they can beat me.
Yeah.
And I will show them randomly, like, and I see the shock in their eyes. Like they'll, be playing with me, and then I kind of had enough, and I'm still playing though, and I'll like slam them onto the bed.
Yeah.
Like not like nothing drastic, but like
but
it wasn't hard for me. I just went boom.
Yeah.
And like I can see them like. Like, what you think was going to happen? You thought that I was, of course I allowed you to do all that.
This ain't the G League.
Like,
but
like,
do it with the people's elbow. Off the top rope.
Watch out.
Yeah, man. Shit.
That's not even an ick. It's just, I just thought that was funny. Like I've had even like the tiniest of women, for some reason, they think I'm not strong.
Right. Yeah.
That's about it for me. Snoring.
That was an accidental topic, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we were talking about who the group leader is supposed to be. I don't even know how we got here, but we can go into the Q&A now. Let's see. Oh yeah. So this is from @Ebenezer_Abebe. What's your excuse to not come and visit Ethiopia?
I love the way you said that name.
We'll come.
How do you say it?
No,
baby.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
It might be Abba.
Yeah.
So it's
Abba. And we were there in 2022, brother.
Ababa.
We'll be back soon, but everybody keeps telling us there's violence. So
I went back-to-back years.
Yeah.
I went in 2020.
We've been trying to come since 2023.
And 2021.
Is it safe to go back to Ethiopia right now?
I heard no.
No. That's what I was hearing.
And this is like I heard as of 2 days ago. My uncle from back home was telling me don't come.
But there's people saying we should come though.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So it depends on the area then.
Honestly, every time
why would you want to go and
if you know
be restricted on where you can go? You're not gonna have as good of a time.
Well, I mean, we'd just be in Addis.
But still, you don't want to think like that when you're out there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
To be fair, be able to freely move around.
Yeah. To be fair, every time I've gone, people have said it's not a good time to go.
Yeah, but there's levels.
It's always been fine.
Yeah, I don't think, bro. I think
I always
we
had a
could
good
go,
time, anyways.
like next year, and it'd be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless it's just like we seeing it everywhere, like yo, it's not safe.
My rule of thumb is I'll just ask my parents, and if they say it's good, then I'm like, all right.
I think they're just kind of going by the default of I'd rather tell you it's not safe and nothing happened to you than tell you it's safe and there's some gray area there and then something happens. They'll never be able to live with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be good if we go. We got people there.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you're not in America.
You're not in
as
a place
good as you
where,
think you are. Like,
yeah,
but we have people there that is like we can trust that will keep us safe.
They're not gonna be with you every second of the day.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they got.
There's oftentimes we're on the complete other side of town sometimes. And it's not like America where there's that much surveillance, that much people checking for you. If somebody finessed you, it might be 2-3 days before your family even found out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just different. It's just a different world.
It's risky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, my rule of thumb is like, I'll just ask my parents. And if whatever they say, I'm gonna be like, yep, sounds good.
Yeah.
So if they say it's good, I'm down. But honestly, the only reason I haven't gone is I feel like, one, coming up with the money, two, finding the time to take off. Because it's like, I got to be there for like 4 weeks at least.
At least a month.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, like
if you
4
go for
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. I tried
I'm trying to go next
thing.
time. I want to go for 2-3 months. Swear to God.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like chill.
I would. I just know that, spending 2 to 3 months outside of the country without my girl would be a problem. So, and I don't blame her. I don't even think I could go 2 to 3 months without seeing my girl.
Yeah. You can bring her out there though.
I was about to say, she probably just come with you.
I think, we'll not get into that, but yeah.
Yeah. I would go. I mean, if we went for like 4 weeks, that'd be enough for me.
Month is good. Especially because you just flew all that time. Like, you want to make it worth it. You don't want to spend, if you spend 2 weeks from the time you take off to the time you come back, you're spending 2 days, 3 days really traveling.
Yeah.
For me,
and you haven't even adjusted your stomach to the food yet.
That's
and
what
that
I'm saying.
takes you
for me,
at least a week and a half.
Yeah. For me, between visiting the family that I got to visit and just me like getting used to the time zones and the food, that first 2 weeks almost doesn't even count.
Yeah.
So I feel like I need a month separate from the, like a month and a half at least. You know what I mean?
I hear you, yeah.
And at least you came with me to where I could warn you from our perspective of coming from the States to there. I was like, hey man, just letting you know, so you're hip to it. Not gonna have the most fun in certain aspects the first few days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
for me it was just the timing though. The food didn't really bother me. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, for some reason it didn't bother you as much.
The time difference?
The time difference was fucking with me.
It bothered me way worse the first trip, by the way. When I went with him, the first time bothered me way more than the second time when I came back. It didn't bother me as long. I think when I went with you, it was like almost a full 2 weeks. With you, it was more like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
I had so much family to visit. So when me and Dawi went, it was already his like second or third time. It was my first time ever going. Ever.
Okay.
I had so much family I had to meet for the first time. And like, they had so many celebrations and stuff for me and all that. So yeah, it was just back-to-back appointments and meetings. And Ethiopia, like, it's not that easy to travel, in my opinion, like it is in America.
Mind you, it was way
what I mean?
better.
Like, there aren't as many highways. Yeah, it's not as many roads. Like,
mind you, the traveling was way better when you came than when I went with him.
Yeah,
a lot of those roads that we saw were not even there.
Yeah, I believe it. It's getting better. It's probably more now. Even
it's probably way better now than it was then.
Mm-hmm. I think like if we go, what's the dangerous thing that could happen to us? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Getting held ransom.
Yeah, you
don't think that you're worth a lot of money?
I heard some people even work with the hotel people. Like if somebody really wanted to get you, like they're plugged up with like the workers in the hotel, the housekeeping. They could finesse, leave your room open and fucking kidnap you, nigga.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I heard stuff like that. I don't know how true it is, but
so
it's not that far fetched, right?
Y'all if you stay in those most
that some shit like
we wouldn't stay in a hotel though.
Yeah,
nah.
In Addis, in Bole, it's not gonna happen to you in Bole.
So y'all think you're kidnappable? That's what
Bole,
I'm
I
hearing.
don't think it's gonna happen.
Y'all think you would get kidnapped?
In Bole, no. Outside of Bole, like in those outskirts out there.
As a man, I'm not letting myself get kidnapped by another man.
What are you gonna do if a nigga has a gun to your head and then 3 of his boys are pointing guns?
But how do you think that's gonna play out?
First of all, I'm not being by myself.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. So you're gonna make sure you're gonna be
and we're not
nigga.
staying in a hotel, nigga.
Not?
We'd be in an apartment or like.
Nah, if it's dangerous, I'd rather stay in a hotel.
I'd rather stay in a hotel too because there's security there.
Well, y'all saying the workers are in on it.
I mean, that's what I heard. I heard like if they want to get to that level and get you, some people I heard got finessed that way. But I don't know if it's a rumor. I don't know how true it is.
I don't think I'm that important.
I don't think it's happening in Bole, bro. No. Like Bole is like it's meant for tourists. Like it's just like when you go to Mexico, right? When you go to these high-end resorts or whatever that are meant for tourists, you think that country is gonna allow tourists to be scared from coming? It's the same thing in Addis. When you're in Bole, you're here for that's the tourist area to be in.
I think it's blown out.
When you go
of proportion.
outside of Bole and stuff, yeah. But there's just so much you don't understand, bro. That's the only thing you need to know is that there's so much you don't understand that's going on out there that like
I'm just saying because I be seeing people doing like travel vlogs there, like
I know
within
what
the
you mean.
past.
It's like to some degree, I feel him because so many people keep telling me don't go, but then I'll have some friends or some colleagues that'll go, come back, have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, which one is it?
They're probably doing the smart thing, staying right there in Bole where it's safe.
So Addis isn't safe.
As a whole,
I think
not
Addis
everything
is
is
fine.
safe.
Bole's in Addis.
Yeah, I think.
Bole's in
Oh,
Addis.
okay.
It's like a part of Addis.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a section of Addis.
Right? Is it a city?
It's like a town. You can call it a town.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we could go and we'd be just fine.
I think it would be straight. I mean,
I think we just know so many people. It's like we have hella
You
family
just
there.
don't go on
You
adventures.
think you know a lot of people,
But
you
they
don't.
not. But they're gonna tell
You know
you
your
like,
family.
don't go here, don't go there. Like
Yeah.
they're the ones that know.
yeah. I mean, when we were like
but
when I was
sometimes
there,
people say don't go here because some shit happened there. Not everything that happens is gonna keep happening in the same places. You get what I'm trying to
Sure,
say?
yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
When
Like
last
you might
time,
go somewhere where they're like, nah, we're gonna get this spot tonight, or we're gonna get niggas here because they're gonna expect us to be over there, or whatever.
Yeah. I
in
hear
my
you.
experience, like last time I was there, it was pretty clear like where we should go. Like like there was never a
Even
moment
when we were there, everybody
Yeah.
parties at the same place. Everybody,
that's
for
what I'm
the
saying.
most part,
Yeah, so that's why I feel like it wouldn't
going to the same spots.
I don't think I would be like hindered in any way, really, because I
think-
feel like people would just know, yeah, we're not going there because of this, and this.
Yoni's probably gonna poke one of the kidnappers in the eye and use him as a distraction. Where'd he go?
Nah, I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to get a strap out there.
You gotta get the eye, man.
I don't know. I think he went that way.
Yeah. Get him in the gills.
Shit. Nah, bro, I can't. There's no way I'm getting.
I feel you though.
kidnapped,
It's like
bro,
to some
in
degree,
my own
how long
country.
can you wait? You don't understand how many years I didn't go to Ethiopia because people kept telling me it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you even the time that you went,
Yeah, I know.
they were trying to
telling
convince me
too.
not to go, and I'm like, nah, bro, I can't.
They were even harder
just gotta
on me.
go,
When I went
bro.
with him, they were even going harder on me not
even
going.
my own family, they were like, "Don't go," and I was
Yeah.
like,
You understand how
We have to
happy
go,
I am I
bro.
went?
"I'm glad we
We
went."
have to go.
That still by far is my favorite vacation of all time.
Yep.
Like I had an
No,
amazing time.
imagine if we all go together.
That's what I'm saying. We
We'll have
all have
such
to
a
go
time, bro.
together, bro.
I'll tell you,
I
amazing.
haven't been since I was.
I thought it was
15.
even more fun. The nightlife I preferred during the time I went with you.
Well, we went during New Year's.
Ours was
or
kind of
American
crazy.
New Year's.
Oh no, ours was crazy too, but there was way too many Americans there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That turned me off.
yeah.
Like when I go to I'd be damned if I went to Brazil and we're surrounded by a bunch of people from the States, and I didn't even get you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
you
All I
know
know is
Brazilians.
one night me and Dawi went to Midtown in Addis, right? You were probably there with us. I swear to God, I felt like I was in a club in DC. I felt like I was at
it was
fucking,
literally DC. It was
I don't know, one of, like Law Society or some shit. I kept seeing people and then look.
Everybody from DC was
DJ K Melo on the what's top. I'm like, what? Yeah, bro. I swear to God, he was DJing.
That's crazy.
It was live though. That was a good night.
Yeah, it was lit.
I
It was lit.
enjoyed it for a good change up.
But I'm
like,
just
now
saying,
I'm at the
imagine
point-
you're all the way in Addis
Yeah, and this feels like DC.
and you just caught a DC vibe. Like,
Yeah.
that shit was hilarious. bro.
Yeah, I personally just the only way that I'd be there during the Christmas New Year's holiday when diaspora is all out there is because I've been living there for months. I will never travel again during the Christmas New Year's time.
So
It's
we
fun
just
if you wanna go
gotta.
out there and just bullshit.
We
Like,
gotta.
I will go around. My bad.
You good.
I will go around that time again. But I feel you. I wouldn't be as pressed to get to all the clubs
Now
and all that.
imagine
It's
I've
too
gone
crazy,
twice
bro.
now during
Yeah.
that same time frame.
I'd wait till it dies down and then I'll probably.
No, it's only
my
going to get
time.
worse. 100%. It's only going to get more populated with diaspora
because
now
people
that-
are traveling more and more.
Now that and even there's a whole Abishai community that throws parties out here that started throwing parties out there specifically for that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to get nothing but more populated with Americans during that.
So
time
we
frame.
gotta go as fast as we can.
I'm
type
thinking
shit.
more so September New Year's, Ethiopian New Year's.
Nigga, if we go there, we should be productive. We should have some type of events for ourselves.
Yeah,
and
plan
shit
it
too.
out. That's what I'm saying next year.
That's exactly why I would go outside
Yeah.
of that.
I'm not
time
trying to
frame.
be a little fish there next time I go. I mean,
For
granted,
sure.
we'll have a good time either way.
Yeah.
But if we can be productive,
The
or work with
Ethiopian New
people,
Year's
do
would be
some
a perfect
content.
time.
Yeah.
Nobody's conquered that era of time.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we just gotta plan it out and go. Shout out to the person that asked this question because we gotta figure out some way to plan it because the time's only going by faster. It's already April 2025. So
I told myself I'm gonna go January 2026, no matter what.
For real?
Yeah.
But you gotta go like a month and a half, you said.
Yeah,
So
I am.
gonna...
My plan is to go January, February. I really don't care to be there. Like, for
so you're
Christmas.
going yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't want to go by myself, but
I know we all gotta go, bro, together. We gotta plan this shit out.
That'll be lit.
Yeah.
I gotta find the outro, but yeah, I think we would be perfectly fine. I don't think like niggas would try and like kidnap us.
True. I feel like if we tried to
paranoid
go,
as shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But like, understandably, like when a bunch of people are telling us don't go, it's not safe. Like we're gonna think that.
yeah, but I'm gonna see who's telling me that. Like I'm gonna trust people who are tapped in.
Yeah.
Like those are the people we're gonna ask before we leave. Like we're not just gonna buy the tickets on a whim. Like we're gonna, figure it out beforehand.
Yeah, maybe in a couple of years I'll go back, but I'm at the point now where if I travel internationally, I got to see something else.
Yeah. I mean, my goal is to travel somewhere else while I'm there. But think about for me, I've only been one time in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And that was like losing my virginity damn near. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the first time you just did it. Now I feel like I'm really going to enjoy myself because I know where to go.
Yeah.
I know how to move.
Yeah.
You know?
Dowie said play Nokia.
Fuck no.
That song's doing numbers.
It is.
Yeah, the music video, everything.
It is. Hey man, thank you for tuning in. Another great episode.
Yep.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to WeSoCultured. We about to hit 500
On YouTube.
Hey,
I saw
we were at like
475
100 a month ago.
475 this morning I saw.
Let's go, man. Let's get to 1K, bro. Let's get to 1K before the summer starts. We gotta hit 1,000 before the summer starts, man. But again, thank you again for listening. Episode 14 in the books, man. Let's let this unreleased Drake go.
Yeah.
He flew on this.
This joint's smooth. It's a nice little outro, background song.
I like it.
It's giving summertime vibes.
For sure.
Right?
He's gonna release the album in the summer, bro.
It's probably gonna be on some shit like this.
For sure. He knows. He's had these shits in the tuck, bro.
Hey, little mama dirty, but I meant well. Yeah, I ain't wanna fuck, I wanna intel. Yeah, baby, it's a war, in case you can't tell.